Bear with me while I just set up my everything. Oh, sorry, TikTokers, no best. Trying to go live simultaneously across other platforms. Facebook, come here. Where's Facebook? Facebook live. Go live, yes. Uh-huh. All right, what else? Guys, thank you for joining us. Man, no vex on me. This is not NTA. This is ESS. All right, guys. Good morning. Good afternoon. Thank you so much, guys. Man like Mickey, how you doing now, my brother? Welcome to the live, guys. Welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are tuned in from. I just want to confirm audibility wherever you're tuned in from. Please confirm if I'm audible. Make I bring up guests first. I don't request mic. Cheese, not plenty. You. Oh yeah. I saw you requesting the mic yesterday. And you requested the mic now. You ran away. Please come back. I want to hear what you have to say. If let's say you chop abado for fun, please come back. I would like to hear what you have to say. But today, guys, today's going to be a wonderful day. Hopefully, on the space. I already have a topic there. It's what is currently on going on at mainstream. Mainstream conversations. Mr. P2B wrote a letter, but that's what I think we'll start our conversation from today. But please, before we jump in there, I just want to let me go live here on Instagram. Okay. All right. Thank you. Yeah, audible. Okay, good enough. All right, guys, before we jump in, I just want to make sure that I can please let me lay our ground rules as I always do on the platform. Here's a Nigerian space whereby we allow dissenting voices wherever you stand on the end of the conversation. It's open to everybody. But one thing we don't allow on this show is bigotry. We don't condone bigotry. If you're a bigot, please stay far from this platform. But as long as you're Nigerian, wherever you stand on the aisle of the conversation, you're free to come here. And also, we don't condone liars. Also, if you lie here, you will fact check you, and we make you won't enjoy it. It's not like you can lie, but you'll be caught. That's it. So it's an open platform for every Nigerian. But before we jump into the conversation, as always, I want to indulge every one of you to please do me the honors of please sharing the live wherever you're watching from. Share the live, please. Repost the live. I want to see on TikTok that we are sharing this live to 10 or more people. Everybody listening to me right now, please share the live, guys. If you're on Facebook, I see you guys by for Best Man from Denmark. Thank you so much. Yesterday was very special on this show. If you were here yesterday, we had a couple of guests. I had a couple of very interesting Nigerians. I was just too tired and lazy today to post their videos. Hopefully, I will do some of them tomorrow. We had wonderful people, and hopefully today we'll have more wonderful people coming out just to share the experience. Everyday Nigerian, for me, everybody is special, right? So there's nobody, I don't have any scale of preference when it comes to people that come on my show. As long as you're Nigerian, as long as you're a human being and you want to talk about what we are talking about, you're free to come and share your opinion. But before we set the ground running, guys, please, I want everyone to please share the live. Let's share the live, everybody. I see El Nino Cruz. Thank you so much. Share the live to 10 or more people, every one of us on the platform. My people on Facebook, Best Man and Co. Share the live. Let's share the live, guys. Let's repost the live, like the live. That's how you engage the live so that people can know that, especially on TikTok, so that people understand the algorithm works in a very lovely way. What I say, the more interaction the algorithm sees from you guys watching the live, the more it pushes us up the FYP. So please, guys, if you are on TikTok, while you're sharing the live, while you're posting the live, also make sure you're liking the live. We have a target of 100,000 likes every time we come out here, and it's important to do that. My people on YouTube, how are you guys doing? My Madam Stella. Good evening. Good to have you, man. Thank you so much for always tuning in from YouTube. God bless you. My people on X, please, let's share the live also. Let's repost the live. Instagrammers, it's good to have you guys on the platform. Welcome to the Emir Sirdam show, where we talk about the state of the nation of our country. If you like political conversations, social political conversations, you can come and you enjoy this space, I promise you. But let's jump on to the topic of today. What is actually trending? Yesterday, Mr. Pitobi talked about, I think I made a little bit argument on the conversation where Mr. Pitobi made a post and he called on Bola Tinubu to resign. And but let me I don't want to talk too much. Let me just bring people up. Let me bring all of you. The request is already crazy, and anytime I see people, I I always get pained that I don't allow enough people to speak. So I'll bring as many people as possible up so that I don't speak for so long. Please, if you come up, just mute your mic while you're coming up, please. Just be very while you come up, just mute your mic while you come up. Very important, please. Thank you. I'm bringing everybody I see right now up, just for the sake of it, so that I'll be mindful of the fact that I don't have to speak for so long. And please, I will not mind if you come up here, you turn on your cameras on, because I don't like dealing with people where they fear to put their camera on. You should be able to just what you have to say with your face, right? But thank you so much. I see you, Godwin from Owerri. Thank you for joining the live. Munduka, I see you also. Thank you so much from Facebook. Thank you, guys. Please, let's repost the live. Let's check it. Please mute your mic while you come up. The hand, please mute your mic. The handsome, please mute your mic while you come up, please. And okay, I'm gonna bring you up. I'll bring you up. I've brought you up. Please, but mute your mic while you come up until you have a chance to speak. Thank you so much. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining us on the Emir Sirdam Show. Maybe it's your first time of joining us on this platform. It is a strictly political, social platform where we talk about our country. And today we'll be talking about, I have a topic already up here. Should Tinubu resign? Do you think Tinubu should resign? There's a call for him to resign. I made a post. Let me just quickly get that post. I made a post earlier on today, requoting and paraphrasing what Tinubu said to Jonathan in 2015 or thereabouts, calling for Jonathan to resign. And it's easy to criticize from outside the ring. It's easy to say Ronaldo no sabi play, Messi no sabi play, this coach no sabi coach from outside. It's very, very easy until you get to the pitch and they give you ball. Oh yeah, play football, and you're nowhere to be found. That was Tinubu for us. Tinubu was calling for the resignation of Jonathan. I'm trying to get the post right now. Let me put it up. Let me put it up real quick. Let me find that post. Let's go to my profile. I think it's on my profile. But meanwhile, guys, please let's keep our tapping the live. I just want us to get more people inside the room. I see every one of you joining us already. Thank you so much, guys. All right, I think I have seen that post. Wow. My people on Facebook, please let's share the live over there. And if you want to speak on this live, it is actually a TikTok live. So I think I can only give audience to probably people on TikTok and probably Facebook for today. I will see if I can bring up people on Facebook. But naturally, today is just for people on people that we have on TikTok. So if you want to join the conversation, you can actually request the mic from TikTok. But I can't see that tweet. But I'm just going to talk about the tweet. Tinubu said that Jonathan should resign, that there's no reason why there should be insecurity in Nigeria, blah, 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 blah. Jonathan should resign. Full stop. And he has found himself in power today. And for everything that Jonathan was criticized for everything Jonathan was called out for everything we said Jonathan did bad, Tinubu has done times 10. It is now like we are under Jonathan, and I want to say this because I say this all the time, and Nigerians will forget so quick. We tend to forget our reality, or we tend to forget where we are coming from. Under Jonathan, we have insecurity. It was at its starting phase, and it was always restricted to the northeastern part of the country. Then we had some normal skirmish attacks in the capital, like the bomb blast in the Mandela bomb blast, the UN office bomb blast, and I think those major bomb blasts. But all the major attacks were in the northeastern part, and we had just one major kidnapping, which was the Chibok girls. And I have a story to tell Nigerians about the Chibok girls. And for me, it is because we forget so quick. Chibok girls happened under a certain governor. That governor is currently today's the vice president of Nigeria. Kashim Shettima was the governor of Borno State when Chibok girls happened. The current minister of FCT, that we have today, was then the minister of education under Jonathan. That is the man called Nyesom Wike. Nyesom Wike, due to intels they got, heard that they were planning a kidnapping, and they wrote a letter from the Ministry of Education to the Borno State governor to send to secondary schools in Borno State to withdraw the students from school for WAEC because they had gotten an intel that something like that will happen. The governor did not carry it out. Chibok girls were carried. And all of a sudden, some 8 years down the line, that was actually the ground zero on which Jonathan was ousted out of office. Because that campaign became so big and loud that the presidency of the United States of America actually championed the Bring Back Our Girls campaign. You had his wife, Michelle Obama, campaigning on it. They brought all the superstars, Beyonce, Rihanna, Puff Daddy. Everybody had a plague of Bring Back Our Girls. It was a global conversation. Oh, our children were kidnapped, our young girls were taking this one, that one, this one, that one. And that was actually the nail on the coffin of Jonathan Goodluck. Then you expect the people that were campaigning vigorously, that were pushing out threats, telling Jonathan to do his work and everything, you expect them that when they get to power, that at least we'll see a semblance of sanity returning to the country. That this insecurity that they so much campaigned on, they would have done a lot of work to at least curb it. But what did we get under APC coming to power? APC came to power and they exported insecurity from the northwest to the northeast, to the northwest. Because the president that came in, the late Buhari, was actually from the northwest, which is Katsina, Zamfara, Sokoto, Kaduna. These are the northwestern part of the country. Northwestern Nigeria used to be very, very safe. The only problem northwestern Nigeria used to have is a couple of religious intolerance, fights, Christian versus Muslim fights. Once in a while, we say they fight themselves. That's what used to happen in the northwest. Normally, it used to be a very, very safe place. It got so bad that Buhari, when he was resigning, when he was retiring as the president in 2023, Buhari retired to Daura, but he could not stay in Daura for up to 3 months. He had to run from Daura to Kaduna because of how unsafe Katsina, his own state, became. And so when I saw this pointer, I was like, wait, if the man that became president under APC could not secure his own state, could not secure his own region, allowed insecurity fester and move from the northeast to the northwest, down to the southeast, then probably some part of the south part of the south and the southwest were safe, relatively safe. But we had the middle belt was becoming a hotbed. We were seeing insecurity being exported across the country. Our forestries were taken over by these terrorists. Remember also that there's a man called Baraje, an APC chieftain, that said APC brought in these current terrorists we are seeing right now into Nigeria because they believed that Jonathan was not going to hand over power. So their plan was that if Jonathan does not hand over power, they were going to destabilize the country with these boys. But Jonathan got the intel and he said that My ambition is not worth the blood of any Nigerian. And that was when he said, he called Buhari and said, guy, carry this and go. He understood the assignment. So now these terrorists that Tinubu and co invited into Nigeria, they could not settle them anymore. They now settled them in our forest. They are occupying Nigerian forest from the east to the west to the north and the south. All of a sudden, they had to start. So how do these people survive? They came in from Mali, came in from Chad, came in from Niger. How would they survive in Nigeria? They had to go into the business of what? Kidnapping. Kidnapping now became mainstream business in the country. That they even had a spokesperson by Sheikh Gumi. Sheikh Gumi comes on and said that every time I go to this place, I'm followed by the police, I'm followed by the military, I'm followed by the government. Know these people. Sheikh Gumi is on record saying this. So it's not like I'm saying something out of thin air. It is actual verifiable facts. So APC knows these terrorists. APC brought them into Nigeria. Enters in Tinubu because there's nothing that happened to the formation of APC that Tinubu is not aware of. He's aware of he's a foundational founder of APC. So the business of bringing the terrorists to Nigeria, he knew. That was why when they killed one of the major Yoruba chieftain, his daughter, the former, what is called, Afenifere's daughter, Tinubu went there and said, why are the cattle? He went to defend them. But for some of us that understood what was happening, we were warning, and I was saying, if you follow patterns, which is very easy for Nigerians, the problem is that people do not follow patterns. If you follow patterns, you will see that there is nothing new under the sun. I can easily predict how the next 5 years in Nigeria will be. It's easy to predict it. You just need to follow patterns. That if APC remain in power, this is how Nigeria will be. And I promise you, if I say 10 things, I promise you that 7 or 8 will happen. Not that I'm a prophet, but it's just recognizing patterns. 3 weeks ago, like 3 to 4 weeks ago, I think a month ago, I made a tweet. And I said, these terrorists are already in Lagos. It's just a matter of time before they will strike in Lagos. When I made that tweet, some people were in the comment section insulting me. You dey say nonsense. What are you saying? You dey lie. Blah, 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 la, la, la. Yesterday, there was a bomb blast in Lagos. Yesterday. If I had a very big platform, maybe if I was one big pastor, that I made that, when I made that tweet, I stood and said, I was, the spirit ministered to me, there will be terrorist attack in Lagos. By now, everybody will come to my church or my fellowship. But if you follow me on X, you will have seen that I said this like 3 to 4 weeks ago. That it will happen in Lagos. It is imminent. Yesterday it happened. And more will happen. Because APC signed a pact with the devil. APC signed a pact with the devil that insecurity is one of the major ways that this is one of the major deals of APC coming to power. So in 2023, before Tinubu became president, Kwara was relatively safe. Ekiti was safe. Ondo was safe. Ogun was safe. Oyo was safe. Lagos was safe. What's the result 3 years down the line? This is Tinubu's region. I said it back in 2022. I was like, Southwest, get ready, my brothers and sisters from the Southwest. Terrorism is coming to the Southwest. It was not like I was predicting doom. I had already seen the patterns, how Buhari came in and brought terrorism with him to the northwest. To the northwestern part of the country. So it was easy for me to understand that as long as it is APC, as Tinubu is coming in, he's also bringing terrorism with him to the southwest. And it is happening today. It is happening today. As we are speaking, our children are in the forest in Oyo State. These are the ones that I reported, though. The underreported news are the ones we're not even talking about. And the primary duty of every government is the security of lives and properties. If as a government you fail to secure the lives and properties of your people, you're failed in governance. Whatever else you want to do, you're failed in governance, because if you let's imagine now that you build, of which I'm not even saying now that Tinubu has done anything in other parts of governance. But let's imagine, for the life of us, that Tinubu builds all the roads in Nigeria, repairs all the roads, build super highways everywhere. But Nigerians are unsafe to travel on those roads. What are the benefits? Is it not the living that will ply those roads? Is it not the people that are alive that will ply those roads? But that's the unfortunate truth of where we found ourselves as a country. So there's a serious call for who I would say is the worst president in the history of Nigeria. The man that knows how to coach from outside, but when he gets the chance to play the game inside the field, he has shown that he has proven to be the worst thing to happen to Nigeria, security-wise, economical-wise. There is no sector you can point to and say Tinubu has developed or improved in the past 3 years. Not one sector. Nothing has gotten better off since Tinubu became president. What used to be normal before Tinubu became president is now a luxury. Nigeria cannot even use cooking gas. Very soon I will begin to use firewood, then charcoal. You know, Nigerians we sabi innovate. We sabi innovate. I will begin to cut trees. Then use grass. Then maybe use sawdust. That is the reality of Nigeria today. So on all indices of governance, Tinubu has, if you're rating Tinubu over 10, Tinubu is owing Nigeria, like, because for me he's minus 15. So you have to start minusing before you now come to positive. Tinubu they owe Nigeria. He they owe us tire. So that is my own rating, though. That is my own rating. So I'm going to Tinubu has been a total, hey God. Tinubu has been a total disaster. A total disaster in this country. Tinubu, and do you know the painful thing is that let me find this interview and play it. Tinubu, let me find this guys, let me play this interview. I nearly cry. But let's play this interview, please. Hi. This is my volume have to be high.
And one day I was traveling from Lagos, from Ibadan to Lagos, and Google Maps told me that there's a grocery.
Let me forward this interview, I beg. I can't stand.
Well, there are question marks of how monies are trickling down to people with regard to those loans.
We have been drawn to certain assumptions of the conclusions. Don't say it's like in the early days of this government. I think the president went to Lagos. I think it was coming from the central mosque, and somebody now did the voiceover. They didn't power, and that means they are hungry. Since then, people have been saying that, hey, they are hungry.
Yeah, but
I'm a Nigerian. I have people working for me. I get it. I don't see the level of hunger people are talking about because I know I see them and I keep asking them questions. How are things? How are they adjusting? What are the problems?
When I watch this interview, I can't say okay, because you see on my life, right? I see many APC people come and make assumptions for Tinubu. They now say, Tinubu doesn't know. I say, I've always said, Tinubu knows everything happening in the country. Tinubu just does not care. Look at the spokesman of Tinubu saying that there is no hunger in the land. That the hunger that I was saying is exaggerated. Which hunger are you talking about? That he asks his people. And you see what he's saying right now is exactly how Tinubu is seeing this. They're not seeing the fact that to campaign today now, if you give people agege bread, people will vote for you. 500 naira. Hi. Nigerians, all I'll say is that at the end of this whole stuff, please let's get our PVCs, get ready to kick these people out of power next year. Because if you leave these people in power, I wish that I know Tinubu cannot resign. I wish he resigned though, but I know that he's so power conscious, power drunken as a person that he will not resign. One more question before I open up the mic. that was asked Barry Onanuga was they asked him, how is this man that claimed to be the president of a country? He doesn't address the people. He doesn't talk to Nigerians. He doesn't give people, he doesn't come on for interviews. In what world does the president of a country not come for interviews? How do you, like, he said, everybody have their own style of leadership. That you're accountable to a people and you don't come and answer them. You don't come for interviews. You don't come for media chats. For 3 good years that Tinubu have been president, there's no that I don't remember that him having any media chat or live interviews with Nigerians. But because of the fact that he has psycho fans as followers, people that cannot think for themselves, that anything he does is good. It is insane that a president, Donald Trump, is the freaking president of the strongest nation on earth. Donald Trump has no business with elections again. He has done his second term. Donald Trump still dey come out for interviews. You hate him or love him, he's outside there every time. Same thing with leaders of every country. Only one buffoon, one Dundee, one man wey be saying we no even vote am, wey rig himself enter power, wey suppose dey beg us. He come sit down for Aso Rock like say na him birthright. Kai! You see Tinubu and as he finish, you see Nigerians finish. And I don't blame him actually, because if you are so bad as a leader, if you are so heartless as a leader, if you lack empathy as a leader, if you lack common decency as a leader, and you still have some people supporting you, then you can always do the way you want to do. And that's what I found ourselves. It is insanity. But let me open up the mic right now, please. Let me bring in, please. I see all of you requesting the mic. I'll bring all of you back one by one. The Kings, my brother, how you doing today? Welcome. Meanwhile, please, I just want to say this. If you're a Nigerian in Africa, if you're a Nigerian in any African nation, please, I want to see you guys request the mic. I want to see you guys request the mic, please. If you're a Nigerian in any African nation, please request the mic. I don't want to hear the opinion of Nigerians in other African nations. Let's just know the quality of life vis-a-vis Nigeria. The King, my brother, welcome. How are you doing today?
Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, everybody. Hello.
I can hear you. Go on, bro. Shoot. But if you could be more audible, please.
Thank you, Mr. Sirdam. Thank you for bringing me up today. You know, just like I was saying yesterday.
Sorry. Before I start on time, no verse. Tinubu supporters wey do this my life. Make una request mic. I know they bite. I don't bite. If you dey here, no time. I don't say make your video. Like I say, request mic. We don't say that would be Tinubu supporter. This is the manners. Request mic and come. Me, I dey chop Tinubu for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Come and be ready. Wear your helmet. Wear your bulletproof, because you go contact. So, but all of you Tinubu supporter, please request the mic. I want to hear people speak today. And the Kings, continue, please.
So, yesterday I was opportune to speak, even though my time was limited. So I even forgot to say some things that I witnessed firsthand while I was in the Republic. Right? Like pipe-borne water, basically, if you don't pay for your monthly bills, like for water, you just get cut off. Like it's not just something you have to go and fetch water or something. Like it runs like electricity. Then are we going to talk about the electricity aspect? I had someone, is it a representative of MTN saying that there is no unlimited data anywhere in the world. Where I am today, it doesn't cost you. It costs you as little as 35,000 naira to get 1 terabyte data for 1 month. What are you doing with 1 terabyte? Are you going to cook soup with it? At the end of the day, you will notice that you don't even get to finish the 1 terabyte before the 1 month expires. So the question today is: should Tinubu resign? This shouldn't be a question. In the same country resign? Like, the question is not should he resign. The question is he should resign and he should be meant to pay us for every damage he has caused Nigerians. Because Tinubu in 3 years, in just 3 years, has borrowed more than what 3 other presidents has borrowed combined. Just in 3 years. So the question is, where are we headed as a country? What is the trajectory? The youth are the leaders of tomorrow. Meanwhile, the tomorrow is not even promised. Right now in Nigeria, the safest place in Nigeria is in prison. Because I think that is the only place that the bandits cannot attack. What are we saying? We saw a video circulating on the internet today where bandits was like
Almost,
patrolling on the road
I swear.
on their bikes, and our policemen was standing there, waving at them, looking at them.
I swear.
So who is now the bandits? Is it not obvious that it's the government and the police and the military? Why are these people politicking with our lives? As somebody who claims to be sane, we still come up here and be telling me that Tinubu to 2022 and you 2024 and you think you're sane and you think you're sensible as a human being. What is wrong with these people? What is wrong with people? Can't we just wake up and demand accountability? We celebrate our leaders. Meanwhile, they keep telling us every blessed day. They keep telling us. NPC, whatever, in what state was saying in the Ekiti state during last Saturday's by-elections. What he came to the studio to tell Nigerians is that it's AI generated. At this point, we have to demand justice for AI.
I swear.
Because it's not as if Nigerians are the only people that is using AI in the world.
AI will suffer nothing to do.
Everything is now AI for us. How many are we going to say without saying the others? The president that came into power, what he did was to mount solar panels in the Aso Villa for 10 billion. Are we going to talk about
17 billion?
That used 21 billion to renovate the house of his vice president, and it was even commissioned. The funny part is that it was commissioned for Nigerians to see it. These people slap us and they literally beat us and expect us to cry in their own way. Like, they tell us how to cry when they beat us. So the truth is that we are not ready. Nigerian youths are not ready, including my own very self. We are not angry enough. Until we become so angry, we'll demand for our country to be taken back by ourselves.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you. Please stay with me, the king. Just stay with me. Stay with me. I would like to circle the mic so that everybody can have a chance to speak. 5 minutes each for now. So,
I'm with you.
thank you, my brother. Thank you. You just gave me one justice for AI. Because what these people will insult AI, you know this. You know they're I'm trying to really censor my words, because when I think about Tinubu and the fact that a certificate forging bandit is my president, I just cannot fathom it. A man that has no primary school, secondary school, university degree, a man that nobody can trace who his father is, who his mother is. Every time that man is sharing in secrecy, there was nothing to point to that this man will not be a calamity. Actually, yesterday made it 4 years anniversary of fake bishop. You guys remember fake bishop? ABC fake bishops. Yesterday made it 4 years anniversary. Everything about Bola Tinubu is fake. Everything. You cannot point anything you touch. Now fake. This is a fraudster. Yahoo. Oluwole. Kai. Everything is on. It's so painful. So most times when I see, I'm like, huh? Then when I now remember that he has supporters, I now remember that Nigeria, Yahoo boy is full Nigeria. I now remember say criminals from Nigeria. And I say, okay, because you cannot be someone that works hard for your money, that struggle every day. You wake up every day to struggle and you support Tinubu. Now thieves, we have them in abundance in Nigeria. Fraudsters, Yahoo boys, we have them in abundance in Nigeria. Yahoo girls. Now then, that's another people that can support this man, because you cannot grind, hustle every single day, do your 9 to 5. I have people that are living in their offices. They cannot go back home. Monday to Friday, they go back home during the weekend. Because if by mistake they say that they'll be going home from home to office every day, there's no hope. That's the Nigeria Tinubu have created for us. Insanity. Let's go on with the conversation, please, guys. Meanwhile, guys on TikTok, while you're here watching us, please, it's important you guys please power tap the live, please. Let's get to 100K real quick. Thank you so much. Let me bring in Zini. Zini, welcome to the live.
Thank you. Good evening. Thank you for having me once again. Good evening to everybody. So I would have loved to show my face, but right now, I told you the last time that we have a polling unit to collation center.
Yeah, no. Zini, you don't have to. I know what you're doing here. You don't have to. You're.
All right. So good evening to everybody. So the question here is: should Tinubu resign? Tinubu should not, as in, he should be dragged out of that Aso Rock. He should just be dragged out of Aso Rock, or maybe I don't know. They should pursue him out of Aso Rock, because if you're asking for him to resign, that man is not going to resign. He's as stubborn as Pharaoh, so he's not going to resign. That was not possible. It depends. It's Nigerians now that will have to drag him out, or somehow maybe a revolution beat him out of the place, or I don't know, something that will make him run out of Aso Rock. That's the only way he's going to go out. And to just answer this question again, a lot of things, because I did not want to go on Twitter today, and for some reason, stubbornly, I went on Twitter, because anytime I go on Twitter, it's I'm always seeing one bad news to another bad news to another bad. There's no good news at all. I went on Twitter, and then I saw, just like what the king said, the first video I saw was bandits and the terrorists, and you see our policemen saluting them, and I was like, what am I seeing? Is this now how bad this country has become? As security personnel, Nigerians need to understand that just watching that video alone, everybody's blood is supposed to be boiling. Just watching that video alone should give you an understanding of why whatever it is, because I'm not going to call it an election. Whatever it is that's going to happen to it, it's not going to be an election. It's going to be a revolution. So it should be able to give Nigeria that understanding that revolution has to happen, whether we want to admit it or not, because at this point we are on our own. The over 200 million Nigerians, we are on our own. Do you know what it is that the repentant Boko Haram that they brought back, infiltrated or put in the military, sabotaged the military, and they ambushed them and unalived them? 8 of the military's heads were taken off.
Oh my goodness.
8 of their heads were taken off because a repentant Boko Haram they admitted into the military, sabotaged them. And then we now have our own police waving at them. And then I saw another news, the same Twitter, where I heard that while Ekiti election was going on, our Oyo children and teachers were actually flown through helicopter from Oyo State to Kaduna by these ISIS people. They flew them. So they are no longer in Oyo right now as I'm talking to you, they're in Kaduna State. Wherever bush or forest right now that they are hiding. So are you saying that our Nigerian Navy could not track them? Helicopter, DSS could not track them. But fine, they know where to get the people that are speaking, the activists, the Soho rays. They know where to get all the revolutionaries that are speaking, Nigerians that are speaking. But they cannot track helicopter that is moving in the air, that is carrying our children from one point and one state to another state. They could not track them. And one man is coming out to come and say, vote for me. The same man that together with whoever it is, they connive, because I still have that video. I have a video where I don't even know the man's name. He came out and he said it, he didn't even hide his mouth. He said it clearly that Tinubu is in cahoots with the terrorists. This man plainly, he was interviewed and he said that he's not going to, that he has every evidence to show it. And I'm like, what? Like, it's crazy. You are saying that you want to come back to a nation that you have destroyed. There is no institution that has any moral ground in Nigeria anymore. No institution in Nigeria. Not academic institution, not the healthcare, not the security, not one, not even the judiciary. Every single institution in Nigeria has collapsed. Not one. Our justice system is gone. Security gone. Our schools gone. See what the sham Wayek did. And you're saying that this man should come. God forbid. God forbid. See, I've said it times to that number. See, I've dropped everything. I've buried fear. I have buried everything. I am ready. I don't talk and say, that's one of the reasons why I started this movement. And it's for anybody who is ready. Because the way Nigeria is going, God help us. God help us, God forbid. Say this man come back into, I reject it with everything in my being. That this man comes back into power. Nigeria does not even understand the mess that they are going to do. Nigerians don't even understand the mess that they are going. And I pity for those useless. I don't even, let me show that TikTok is not going to stop this life. I just pity for those ones like diaspora that are doing 4+4 because they are coming after them. See what they are shouting in European Parliament. Send them back. That's what they are shouting. Send them back. Very soon now, that's what every illegal miner from nations, especially African nations, they are going to deport all of them. So it's going to touch every after you finish doing your 4+4 in UK and in wherever it is you did your 4+4, you will come back Nigeria now. The same country where you're not allowed to get messed up, you will come back to that same country and you will suffer it. See all the rubbish, see bomb blasts in Lagos. This is the same thing that happened in Abuja, in Yaya Market. That was how it started. And now it's coming back to Lagos. It is moving. I've had an opportunity to actually tell people about how the Taliban took over Afghanistan. It is the same blueprint. The same blueprint that they are using in Nigeria. They move from communities, they try to weaken the military. Once they have taken over the communities and weaken the military, they move into the cities and they take over the capital city. Once they've taken over the capital city, they've already captured the whole nation. And that is what they are doing in Nigeria. They've taken over the communities, the villages, they've weakened our military to the point that military don't know what to do anymore. See, one of them is coming out to say he's looking for a job to do because they're not feeding them, they're not giving them good salary. They have weakened every single security sector and they are moving into the cities now. If they capture Lagos and they capture Abuja, what is left? What is left in this country? And we all still think it's a joke. Ah, God. See, I know that the population of Nigerians who are tired are more than the talks. And I'm going to say this to those population. Please let us get ready. You see, this sham of an election that they are planning to do 2027, it's going to be a do or die affair. Everybody should come out with your weapons because whether we want to admit it or not, they are going to send talks. And these talks are going to be with weapons. So everybody should come out. If you have PVC or you don't have PVC, please flood out. Those ones that don't have PVC will stand to protect the ones that have PVC. Let's fight this fight. Anyhow we won't fight and make me fight them. This time it is our life because if we give this thing up, oh my God, we are warning now. It's looking like a joke. Because this man Tinubu does not care. Once he gets what he wants to get, you people that are supporting him, he will abandon you. He has done it. See all the aspirants, all those ones that defected from other parties. Did they pick any of them during their primary election? No. This man has the act of abandoning. Once he gets what he wants, he doesn't care about you. He doesn't care about whatever it is you have been saying to him. He pushes you away. You people look like flies to him. You look like mosquitoes that he just swats. Because if I'm not giving him anything, the only thing if I'm talking is
All right, Zin, if you could please just if you could just summarize, please. Your time is up, but you're really making sense. I would have loved you to continue, my sister, but go on, please. Just in a minute, just wrap up in a minute, please. Thank you.
Okay, okay. So I'm just going to use this little time and say, please, we are doing a movement. It's called Poly Unit Collation Center. If you are tired and you are ready to fight the fight, all you need to do is just send me a DM. And most especially, this movement is open to only OK supporters, not any but OK supporters. So just send me a DM and then we'll bring you into the movement. Thank you.
Thank you very much, my sister. Thank you very much. You said a whole lot, and it's good. It's good to see that proactive measures are already been taken. I when you see where Nigeria is going with APC, it's it's a matter of time, just a matter of time that Nigeria will fall if we continue the trajectory we're going right now. Because these people that are currently in power, they are clueless. They are they don't understand what government. They are all there to steal. Tinubu is there to steal, to buy, and to destroy, to plunder, to loot. He doesn't understand anything other governors. Then he will not do some church or church, small workings. He be like, say, he do anything. You understand? The armed forces are not being taken care of. They are ill-equipped. The generals are dying in numbers. Nigerians have lost more generals in the past 3 years than we have lost in the past 20 years. Generals are being unalive like they are Boy Scouts, beheaded in public. It's insanity where we found ourselves under this criminal government, right? So it's important Nigerians just understand. Thank you so much to understand that it's incumbent upon us as the people to fix it. Don't allow the naysayers say what they have to say. We Nigerians must do the hard work. Thank you, my sister. All right, let me circle the mic right now. Please, if you're coming up as a speaker, please you mute your mic and turn on your camera, because I don't want to talk to faceless people. You must have a face. I want to see your face. MC the inspector, you have the light, please. Welcome.
I'm very happy you brought me up today. Thank you very much.
Oh, my brother, how far now?
I'm fine, boss.
Welcome, Jerry. Welcome.
Thank you.
Like you have 5 minutes. Go on.
Okay. Like my sister earlier said, the answer to the question Tinubu resign. Tinubu is a power grabber. There is nothing that will make Tinubu to say he want to resign. He is the only president that the day he was being sworn in, he started campaigning for next tenure the next day. So the only thing that Nigeria need to do is to come together, if by any means, to drag Tinubu out of power. That is the only solution Nigeria will have. And if there's anything that Nigeria should calm down and allow Tinubu to rig the next election, because even the first one, he never won the election. If there's anything that Nigeria feels sluggish, do not come in unity to push Tinubu out of power, then we should say Nigeria is gone and it's gone forever. Because the level in which Tinubu have taken this country to, these days now, what I'm even discovering that Tinubu is doing, just the way he forged his certificate that he used to get into power, is the same way he's forging his achievement. They are using AI to design Tinubu achievement. What all these people saying Tinubu till 2031. It is the AI achievement that Tinubu have forged and given to them. Those are things they are building in it. I have a conversation with one Tinubu supporter in my shop today, and the man was telling me rubbish, telling me trash. But there's no way I could say I don't want to talk to a dumb person that most of these Tinubu supporters have been seeing them in this comment section. One of the things I know is that there's no preaching. It's just like if you want to even pray to them, it's like we are praying for a stone to start breathing. It is even impossible. So what with Nigeria, we know that we want to move out of power, we are more populated than the present people that are supporting Tinubu. They are just few. There are few of them. They are not even up to. So what Nigeria need to do now is all of us need to get our PVC and make sure that
by all means necessary. Just the way Tinubu deceive us. He said, by all means necessary, you must have electricity. So Nigerians, by this time around, by all means necessary, get your PVC ready and make sure that you do all you can to drag Tinubu out of power. Because Tinubu, as he stands, he has come as a thief that Jesus Christ talk about. He come in the night to kill, to buy, to destroy a lot of things. Thank you very much, my boss. My camera is not set.
Thank you very much, my brother. Thank you so much. It's good to have you. I didn't even know the one said I requested the mic. Thank you, my brother. Welcome. Thank you. Thank you. Please, guys, while we bring up the next set of speakers, if you want to speak on other platforms, please, for today only, for now, we're just requesting the mic only from TikTok due to some. Please, if you come up, please just mute your mic when you come up here, please. Thank you so much. While I bring, I switch positions right now. Meanwhile, please, TikTokers, let's power tap the live. Just don't engage by watching the live. Please power tap the live. Let's get up into the conversation. Very, very, very important. Please, watching Emelu, can you unmute your mic and show us your camera, please?
Okay, I will show you my camera. I will show you my camera for a little bit. Then I'm driving, so I wouldn't put it on just for a little bit.
Oh,
jumping me.
Oh, sorry, please. Sorry, I'll come back to you, please. Sorry, please.
So I'm driving. You can see. So I can't be able to have my camera.
So then why don't you? Then you should not be speaking while you're driving. And maybe when you reach your destination.
I can really speak just for a short period of time. I wouldn't talk up a whole lot of time.
All right, let me give you a time. Start. You have 5 minutes, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. You guys are joking, You guys are really joking. I saw my sister Zini, and how passionate she was speaking. And on the comment section, I was saying, Tinubu to 2031, and people were cussing me, saying a lot of things. Why don't you guys want Tinubu? Last few days ago, I saw some video of our youth showing money, vote ABC and take 50,000. But you guys are angry because I was saying Tinubu to 2031. In a country where a fraction would vote their brother because he is from Yoruba, they don't care. Listen, let me tell you something. If at this point one single soul can campaign for Tinubu, that means we are not ready. So my people that is discussing me, the bandits will finish my people. Oh, no problem. But I can only say the truth. Nigerians are not ready. See, all this complaint, we know the truth. We know what is happening. But if your hunger and unaliving cannot unite us at this point, and we're here blabbing every day on the internet, then we're not ready now. Tinubu should remain. Maybe Nigeria needs to suffer. Have you ever seen that projection of white Americans projecting 99 cents for African kids? They now show you African kids with when you say we don't get Pashoko. When you say Pashoko, they're in one house, they go down, bend down for one house. Flies for the fetch them for the mouth. Now that kind of hunger we're supposed to all Nigerians. We supposed hunger supposed all us where. Unlike is supposed to touch us where. Now, if you now come back say remove one government, everybody go join hands together, remove one government. They gonna say they are removable. We are not working for them, they are working for us. Oh, you guys are mad when I said Tinubu to 2031, and you guys were so angry. What are you guys angry for? Go to in Lagos now. Go see almost our celebrities telling you that see our big banner. Chibike, Afobike, is he not a human being? Is he not a Nigerian? And the Nigerians not the one recognizing him. Is he not seeing the sufferness of Nigeria? We'll never come Peter Monday, Peter where for where they look at people. If you come for campaign, people will rally, take that money and still stay busy for life. Tinubu is doing. Yoruba person know the same. Most Yoruba know the same. Not be all Yoruba. There are good Yorubas. I've seen most of them that will speak up. They will tell you Igbo. Okay, now Yoruba people, if you're not saying that you know one Igbo man make you dead there, no problem. Bring somebody like Osibanjo. Make we manage Osibanjo. We don't go bring you like talk saying that Jaraba. So hunger never kill us. You know the see, see if you say Shay to the Bushaka, brother, you don't shake like $2 million. Watch where they were, not $2 million. But you say about the day, on every day. When you see that man, they shout, on your mandate, you shall stand. And if I talk, when I go, when I invest, I say 2021, when I never begin the best. When I never, you see, for me, make you live to there. Make we first get sense first. Make we first get sense.
Make we suffer more.
Make we first get sense. Make we suffer. We need to suffer. We need to suffer. For sure. For sure. When it's now go down, they take over. You go down, say, they say for real. They now say the obvious go state. Like you go see the obvious now. The when they talk now, you go now get sense. Say, nah, my papa, they will go on a life or my mama, they go on a life. You understand? We never reach that stage. We still play around.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Oh my goodness, why I'm laughing is funny, but it's not funny, you know. But I want let me give you soccer. And this is reality now. Speaking reality, right? Is that the truth of the matter is that no matter how bad the country is, no matter how bad a person is, let me even use the country. No matter how bad a person is, that person that has power and influence will always have followers. I want to repeat it again. No matter how bad a person is, and the person has power and influence, that person will have followers. You can go back in time, in history, and check. So no matter how bad Nigeria want to be, if you're expecting that every Nigerian will be anti-Tinubu, then you're not in touch with the reality of how humans operate. That is the truth. The worst of the worst leaders in the history of this world has followers. Devil get worshippers. Gone. They don't say that devil will be the worshipper with their chest. So don't be surprised that Tinubu has supporters. You should not be surprised. I'm not surprised either. And the reason why I'm not even worried is because I understand that Tinubu supporters are actually in the infinite decimal. They are the minority of the minorities. The braggadocious nature of Tinubu and supporters today doesn't translate to the votes he have. In the history of our elections as Nigerians, despite the rigging that he rigged in 2023, Tinubu is the first president in our history to come into presidency with 30-something% of the votes. That INEC gave him. I'm not even saying that. We know that he did not get up to that though, but they rigged him with 30-something% of the vote. So he is not by choice the popular candidate. So I cannot be worried. He doesn't have those followers. I do expect people that are bigots, born bigots, not to support their brother. They will support their brother. Does that mean that they are not sensible Yorubas are against him? There are millions that are against him. Maybe because they're not vocal enough, because these bigots are so loud. They are not well trained. They don't go school. They don't have to go school now. Alaye, Agbero and the rest. They carry cutlass and the rest. So the sensible ones just keep quiet. They watch. They cannot fight dirty with the pigs. Amongst them, check out the characteristics of all the people that support Tinubu from every region. Check them out. South, East. Now the talks where they there. Many people with questionable source of income. North, the same thing. South, the same thing. Southwest, the same thing. The Aberos, the thugs, now them they support this man. And those people have supporters also. So you have to understand, but they are not the majority. They are just the loud minority. So please, my brother, I do not for one time look at, because people that he see as supporter and I say, no. Please don't wish Tinubu on Nigeria for second time, I beg. Nigerians go see hell. Honestly speaking. There is one of them on this comment section now. Adetio. Please, everybody check that man's profile. You see that man is over 50 something years. Check that man, please. I want to make it popular. Adetio. Check his profile. Over 50 something years. A 50 something year old foolish man. 50 something years old man. You don't type like 600 comments on this comment section. You don't get children, sir. Don't you have children? I mean, your wife don't leave you. Request Mike and come and speak. Be a man. Be a man. You don't get balls. Be a man and come and over 60 years. Thank you. Check his profile. You see, in bald head don't reach. In bald head don't reach. He don't reach him back. Nothing there the head again. But he didn't comment section the time like Gen Z. Okay, request Mike and come and speak here. Be a man. Don't know what to do for. And if you honestly speaking, if you check him out, in the UK. In the UK, all these people enter UK when we say in 1975. When we say they use visa. You don't say for 1975, they don't use visa go UK. They enter UK 1975. Since then, you don't get paper reach today. You don't fit come back. You there for the UK, they say Tinubu 4+4. Come back to Nigeria and do Tinubu 4+4. Or request Mike. Let me give you Mike. Be a man now. Show that you have balls. You don't reach menopause. Man with the reach menopause. Let me bring you on speaker, please. Triple star. I mean a 4-star. Welcome to the live, please. You have 5 minutes.
Thank you very much. I greet you. Like me, I not really get to say much, but one of the things when I would like to say is that if we go south, we go north, we go west, we go east. It really like it's always so annoying that our country they go through something like this, and not be today start. Like I just feel like Nigerians are so nonchalant that they let so much little things they go, and you get two things when as a leader, if you make decisions for those things badly, you're not supposed to take power again. Number one, now security and economy. Those things are very important in the nation. Look all the people who fight war, why the other people surrender now because of economic collapse, not even because of say that they keep people. I know so many people they just focus on say security. But there is a decision when the Tinubu make. I even made a video immediately after his swearing in. Now that day they're supposed to even impeach him because you cannot make some decisions as an individual when it comes to power. Every working economy around the world. We there all the countries when they say we the country when they really work now. Every working economy, one individual not get right to make power when concern economy of that place. This is the reason why an individual will get favorite when they say will make the decisions to affect things when they favor them. Now a group of people they make those kind of decisions. Now my point here is that when Tinubu enter inside power, the first statement after the swearing in, 1 minute after the swearing in, he take a decision when he say he not get right to take himself, like subsidy gone. I know so many of us that they say make subsidy go that time. But it's very important that you know that Tinubu has never been a president of Nigeria. There is a reason why you have finance minister, you have economic minister, you have a petroleum minister. When they make those kind of drastic decisions, you have to call these people, CBN guy, you have to call them, you discuss with them, because you don't have the capacity to think about what you have to take executive orders like that. That's not why you are a president. Why you are a president is that you set your team, you and your team will go work together to make the team more, because you need to look at from a perspective of being a president. So that single decision alone safe reach to impeach him, because that decision they among the economic hardship when Nigeria is going through. If we think about what Nigeria they go through right now, the people when they die, the kidnappings. I don't lost cousin inside Nigeria for this truth land. His cousin, two I'm from Delta State, but at the time I don't lost one cousin like to this particular thing. But I just feel like the most important part where we need to look at are the economic mistake when Tinubu they make. Now you don't stop subsidy, you are borrowing more. We know say inflation is happening around the world. Yes, everybody know that. The inflation said they happen for years. Cape Town where we did for years. So inflation they happen too, but they manage it better. They know they make decisions themselves. Now, a group of people they make all the decision, but Tinubu is just like a dictator. You can just say this thing gone. And from perspective when he say they do and so now the perspective of his own side, the big people when they own side. So if anybody never really tired of this government, that is really, really annoying to me. There is a video here when I talk about that decision when Tinubu make. Like he's as like immediately 2004 when the business they bring him into power. That is when I said this thing when Tinubu do so is a big problem. I said because when you make decisions like this, when you affect millions of people, a country when it be say about how many millions of people dey. So it's not even the matter of say make Tinubu resign. It's already time. Like the time sef don pass. He's a failure, and that's just the truth. There is no way. And this is the video in 2014 before I go. Just seconds video. Is announcing the first subsidy removal just a minute after this one. I was in Nigeria. You see, at least you should have your financial advisors, your economic advisors, to look at things from the point of view of the president, because we have just been appointed a president. What you do is that you look at the data, bring economics to compare, to know how to go back to the decisions. I think my time is that is just it. So Tinubu need to go. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. I really resonate with many things you said here. But for me, my own is that even though I know he will not, we're asking him to go. He will not want to go. But it's important to understand that it is not up to us to make sure we pursue him in 2027. We must pursue Tinubu. We go pursue him. Oh, Tinubu must go, whether I like it or not. For all those who support him. I know even for Tinubu supporters for Nigeria don't pass. Let me give and take. Give and take 5 million. 5 million, and inside the 5 million, 3.5 million are Yahoo boys and Yahoo girls. Who they do?
More than 5 million. They're actually more than 5 million.
You think they're part of 5 million?
The reason why is that when you are someone who is from a particular tribe, tribalism is in Nigeria.
Tribalism choke, yeah.
Some people love their tribe people. You cannot just deny it. Even if any Igbo person come here and tell me that Yoruba people vote tribalism, Igbo person cannot still see his brother. Most of them, I know some people will not vote tribalism and not vote his brother. Tribalism is in our daily life. It's a reality in Nigeria that we cannot deny.
I don't want to interject, but I want to give you one analogy. Just one. I didn't like to interject. Let me tell you, when Olusegun Obasanjo was there, do you think that there was not Igbo man that came up? Do you think that Ojukwu, people, Dumegu Ojukwu, never came out for presidency? How many people do you think he got in?
I'm not saying all.
I want to tell you something. I want to give you an instance before you say what you're saying. Do you know Dumegu Ojukwu came out for presidency? Do you think he got how many votes in the Eastern State?
I'm Biafran.
I'm just telling you.
The Delta States man.
I'm just telling you. Yeah, I'm not Biafran, I'm an Igbo man. I'm just telling you.
I'm a Biafran.
I'm just telling you. So that's it. I don't think Igbos vote tribalism. The problem is that they are using this key now because the one competent Igbo man came out. And they're playing the trick. Even how many Ojukwu came out? Rochas came out. Odumegu came out on that program. How many votes did you think they got? Because they're incompetent. And Igbos know that they're incompetent. They voted for Obasanjo, Oyedepo, and the rest. They never voted for them. They know they are criminals.
Yeah, that's true.
And I'm telling you.
See, look, let me. I'm coming first. I'm coming. Let me come here, right? See, the human mind is innately. I understand where of you are coming from, right? The human mind is innately you can say the human mind is innately tribalistic when it comes to agendas, right? But when it comes to elections, when it comes to choosing leaders that will serve the collective good of the country, data has shown that the Igbos do not vote according to tribe. Data has shown that. That is Nigeria. And it is not as if an Igbo man comes out, that is, let's for instance now, that Rochas Okorocha was the one contesting against Tinubu. You think Igbos will gather as they're gathering for Peter Obi for Rochas. That the answer will not be the same. There will be divided votes. So it is what that is. If and me, I'm not even a problem. I don't. If you want to be a tribal bigot for as a Yoruba person, I don't have a problem. Let it that you're doing a tribal bigot for a qualified candidate. If you're doing bigotry for Osibanjo, Seyi Makinde, Akinwumi, people that I understand that at the end of their reign, Nigerians will see something. I can understand your bigotry, not for a Dundee, a man that has no certificate, a man that I don't know his father or his mother or his children or his siblings or his primary schoolmates, a man that was indicted in America for fifteen over $460,000 for drugs. A man of such shady character is not who you do bigotry for. So if it's for a different person in terms that a qualified, if they told that they will do bigotry in the Southwest for Awolowo, I understand. I've heard a lot about Awolowo. I've seen what Awolowo did. Awolowo is someone that I can hear that the Yorubas did bigotry for. I will understand why, but not for Tinubu. Tinubu is inherently a disaster as a person. He has no moral background or qualification as a person that anybody should stand and defend with his tribe. If Tinubu is my brother, I will disown him. I will disown him. He doesn't, except you have no shame. You have no shame as a person. Waiting, if you ask the person, say, waiting about Tinubu as a human being. Ask the person, say, waiting about Tinubu as a human being, they inspire him. Ask him. That's the question you first of all find. Then you know that, because I say it all the time. If you check that guy now, if you're into fraud, if you push drugs, you're into fraud. I understand why you support Tinubu. He represents what you do. I don't do such things. So I cannot support such a person. No, my brother, no. You cannot. I cannot. If you're into it and you're supporting him, I cannot judge you because now he's in your line. Now grandmaster, now grandmaster of the White Kingdom. I can understand why you're doing that. But for you now, you're just a common day Nigerian hustling for your life and everything. Why do bigotry for such a figure? Let me pass the mic, but thank you very much, Foster. Thank you very much.
I want go work.
Go on, so like, hey, I bet what they say for that essay? I hope say.
we dey say. No, nothing they get to do.
Okay. So.
But for here, we dey legal, not illegal.
We dey see videos of people with please just.
Are they legal? Yes. So now not get plan. Are they Cape Town? Are they white man country? Are not they their place?
Okay. Thank you, my brother. Thank you. I'll then pass the mic to who came in next? I think Owen, dude, welcome, sir. You have the live 5 minutes, please. Owen, dude, can you hear me? Unmute your mic, sir. Unmute your mic.
I'm sorry about that. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you're audible. Go on, sir.
Okay, great. Thank you very much for the opportunity to speak on this. When I was admitted in the university in 1979, during the orientation, a particular professor said something. I schooled in University of Nigeria. I don't live in Nigeria anymore.
So you're lying.
A story about 3 students that got into the university. And when they got to the university, the first question they asked was, where is the refectory? Where do they find food to eat? Another student asked, where is the female hostel? And then the third student asked, where is the library? 3 students in the same university for different purposes. So the problem in Nigeria is we are not motivated in the right direction, in the same direction. Everybody is going his own way for selfish reasons and all that stuff. I'm going to draw your mind back to what happened in the slave trade for 400 years. Our ancestors.
You might just go through the.
Go on, please. Go on, please. If you come up here, please. If you request on the mic, just be conscious of the fact that you might have been brought up, and when you're coming up, please just mute your mic. Go on, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. Yeah, for 400 years, people were motivated to sell their brothers and their sisters in return for whiskey, rum, guguru, and mirror, and all kinds of things. So, I understand that human beings are infinitely very, very selfish, naturally very selfish. But when selfishness is so pervasive all over the place and people are just geared towards selfishness and all that stuff, the problem of Nigeria, even if you get rid of Tinubu, Nigeria is still not going to be fixed. That's the sad story. But I do believe that he is an incompetent leader. And I can also share you something. Tinubu is my friend. We worked together in Mobi. He was my boss in internal audit. So I know him, and he knows me. But that is not any reason for me to say that the critical mess going on in Nigeria should continue to go on. But the sad situation is that Nigerians have not come together to believe in Nigeria. So, there are two issues here now. Do we continue to run Nigeria? Because take it up from the time of the British, where a lot of people wrote all kinds of things, British must go, Britain must go, and they left. We now have what we have, rubbish. The new government of Ahmadu Bello and the rest of them, crazy things, Murtala Mohammed, go, all kinds of things. Because the motivation of Nigerians does not address the critical question, the responsibility of building a nation. I believe that Biafra should go, but I also have my trepidations, because even if Biafra were to go, we Igbo still do not understand the responsibility of building a nation. So while it's okay to comment that Tinubu should go, I think the most critical thing we should be asking ourselves is, do we really understand what it is to be a citizen of a nation? Do we understand that responsibility? So that's a longer term question that we have to face. Because if Tinubu gets out, the issue is, what problem are you trying to solve when you get rid of Tinubu? A better country. I agree. And there is no doubt in my mind that Peter Obi is a much better alternative than Tinubu. There is no way about it. There's no issue about it. That is clear. But I understand tribal sentiments and tribal lines will continue in Nigeria, and people have allegiance to their tribes because they don't believe in Nigeria. Nigeria is an egregious creation of Britain. So that is the situation that we have today. And I think on a longer term, we should begin to concentrate more on reorientating the minds of Nigerians to begin to think about the responsibility of building a nation. Because this is just the early stage, more or less. Nigeria is going to be an extremely uninhabitable nation if this trend continues. It's going to be extremely uninhabitable. So that's my contribution to this.
Thank you, sir. Thanks, sir. But please, sir, are you in a haste?
No, I'm here.
Okay, please. I want to engage your thought process, because I agree with many things you say, but I also am of a different school of thought, that I believe that the people are a product of the leadership they have. And there are other, and from what you're saying right now, it is like the reverse of what I'm saying. So that we have to build the character first as a people. That's what I'm trying to say, that we have to mold ourselves to becoming citizens of a nation first, right? But I want to put it this way, and I'm going to use examples of other nations that it has happened. Let's take Singapore. I know you must have known the story of Singapore with Lee Kuan Yew when he came to Nigeria. How Singaporeans were people that were lawless. They had Singaporeans were ras. You know the story of Singapore, and it took a sensible leader coming in to set in laws and change the trajectory of that nation. Let me use Nigeria for instance now. You're a Nigerian, you're in diaspora, you're well educated. I don't believe that you're breaking the law where you are right now. I don't believe that, and there are millions of Nigerians like you in diaspora that are not breaking the law, that are law-abiding people of where they are resident. Not that it's inherently in them not to want to break the law, but because there are checks and balances that checkmate you from breaking the law. There are fines that you pay. So you love to drive recklessly in Nigeria, you like driving fast, you like beating speed limits, you come to a system whereby there are cameras everywhere. Cameras are placed everywhere. And the road is 80 kilometers per hour. And you want to rush. But you know that for every time you beat that kilometer, the rate, you get fined, you have your bill sent to you, automatically you will rewire your brain and you keep driving well. But when you come to the moment you land in Nigeria, as you're landing in MM2 or probably in Abdazikwe Airport in Abuja, as your driver is pushing you maybe in 60 kilometers or 80 kilometers, that spirit in you will come out and tell you, come down, make I drive safe. Let you test that lawlessness that you have left for so long, and you will beat it. So it is, yes, I'm painting a perfect picture, and you know what I'm saying is true. The same Nigerians that will line up at JFK, line up at Heathrow, the moment they get into Nigeria MM2, that evil spirit of lawlessness takes over them, and they start jumping queue, finding how they can bribe their way out on time. Why? Because we have a system and a country whereby check and balance does not work. And this is what they call low-hanging fruit in governance. It's not what you will take 10 years to do. It's not what you will take 20 years to do. It's what you can do in 6 months. There's a video currently going right now of the IGP of the Commissioner of Police in Rivers State doing similar something. The video is going viral. He's going around. I don't know whether he's doing it for camera's sake, but you see him going around checkpoints with his policemen in numbers, going across, seeing policemen that are disobeying, and all of them are standing up, answering him, yes sir, yes sir, yes sir. Why are you not talking in? Why are you not just? He's asking them questions. You can see these policemen are normally stupid. We're acting right because somebody has come into the system and said, let's change the system. So changing the system of a country automatically rewires the people. Let me give you an instance. Lagos State, for example. Lagos State is known to be a very dirty and smelling place. Not because the people in Lagos are inherently dirty or they choose to be smelling, but a state whereby there are no public toilets, there are millions of people out there hustling every day from morning till night, and there are no laws to checkmate their urination. If you're driving through Lagos and urine catch you, you go park now, find one gutter, urinate. You see people defecating in public in Lagos. Now imagine that the state government in Lagos now builds 5,000 public toilets and charge 50 naira to urinate, 200 naira to go to toilet. Automatically, as you're building this thing, you're employing people, you're creating jobs. People are paying for these services, you're getting revenue. Then you now put cameras everywhere in Lagos State and say if you're caught defecating in Lagos, you will pay equivalent to, let's say, 150, let's say $100 equivalent. Let's say you pay 200,000 naira. Which Nigerian, which Lagosian will hear that he will pay 200,000 naira and he's caught? There's a public court that they catch you, you will pay 200,000 naira that will go and urinate in public or defecate in public when there's actually toilets scattered across the state. Please, I don't know if you're following my thought process.
I perfectly understand your point, and that point, if you allow me to summarize it for you.
Please go on, sir.
leadership and what leadership does can affect the country. Correct?
Yes.
Yeah. And then I think I want to agree with you. I've always departed from that train of thought. My thinking has always been that the people deserve the leaders that they have.
No.
And that the leadership and followership are all hostages of the same factor. And that factor is the people's culture. The leaders are hostages of the culture, and the people are also hostages of the culture. So the challenge we have is having a Nigerian mindset, number one, that understands what a good leader is. And I think that Nigeria, to be honest, as far as leadership is concerned, they have consistently wanted to have a good leader. They know what a good leader is. Look at the case of Alex Oti of Abia State.
Thank you.
Yeah, look at the case of Abia. He's a Nigerian like all of us.
Exactly.
He's an Igbo man. But he made a decision, no, I'm not going to do this. If Nena Oti, who shares the same last name with Alex Oti, did not put her feet down to say, I am not going to be party to this rigging, Abia State would have been stuck with the same mess that we have at the federal level. So the issue that Nigeria has is going to be, how can we have many more Nena Otis all over Nigeria? How can we have citizens that are devoted to Nigeria, that they are even willing to lose their lives if election is rigged anymore? That's the issue we have. So I agree with you, but the whole issue has been made worsened. It's been worsened by the pervasive poverty in Nigeria. Nigerians live in poverty. They live in fear. The fear of there is no judiciary in Nigeria. There is no process in Nigeria. You can lose your life in Nigeria and nothing will happen. It's a completely reckless and lawless environment. So while I'm here talking, singing doom and gloom, I also would like the doom and gloom to disappear. And but it's left for each of us to ask a question. And that question is, what kind of Nigeria do you want to live for people coming after you?
Thank you.
That's the situation.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. You know, let me just wrap up on this on another point. If you notice on the social space, and please, I don't know. I would like to I would like to have you as a guest because you said you worked with Tinubu. I would like to, if it's okay with you, I would like to probably have you let's talk about that part of his life because I really want to know more about that part. But let me end on this particular thought process. There's a heightened level of bigotry since Tinubu became president. Everything you do right now is tribalized. Nigeria is a nation, but people tell you go back to your state. We watch people being beaten because they wanted to vote in Lagos. I'm always using Lagos because Lagos is actually the ground zero of tribalism. This is how Tinubu plays politics. He does politics of tribalism right from his days as a governor. Any candidate that is coming against his party, he makes that person and tell that person, he turns the person to an Igbo candidate. Jimmy Abaje, that has no Igbo lineage, his brother is the owner of GTB Bank, a core Yoruba man to the core. Tinubu turned him to Jimmy Chukwu Abaje. He's an Igbo candidate. Same thing happened with GRV. So they always consistently throw the tribal card. That is Tinubu MO. Divide and rule. The moment, because you know that many Nigerians do not think the moment you mention their tribe or their religion, they throw everything to the dog. A professor is a bigot. A clergy in the church is a bigot. An imam is a bigot. They forget everything and just defend their tribe. They throw everything to caution. And Tinubu understands that and he weaponizes it. There's something that they call Oro Festival. We have not had Oro for the past 3 years. Watch out for Oro next year, January. Oro will come out again by January. Tinubu understands the weaponization of tribalism. So let me now say this down. As a president, I'm the president of the country. And I pass the law and I send a bill to the House of Rep and say, Any Nigerian caught doing tribal bigotry on social media, on offline, online, you're sentenced to 12 years imprisonment. Pass this law. Will tribalism end in Nigeria? Yes or no? Or will you reduce drastically? Yes or no, sir? Please, can you give me that answer, please?
Yeah, well, what you said is very true. In the United States here, even though the issue of tribalism or racism or discrimination resides in the mind, and my knowledge of human thinking is that whatever you have in the mind cannot be legislated out. You can't remove legislation from what people have in the mind. But what legislation does is that it makes it a little you more cautious. You have to have a trail to show that I made this decision, I said this thing, I was not bounded by tribal sentiment. You follow? Now, when people implement tribal sentiment, because remember the story I told you about the 3 students that went to university. One wanted to go to wanted to the female hostel, restaurants where to eat food. He came there to eat food, and the other one came to the library. So what I'm saying is that tribalism is a tool. Tribalism is a tool that is used by people who are already motivated in one direction to get what they want. Tribalism is not the destination. It's a tool to get into the destination that they want. And unfortunately, our people are so ignorant. I say that in capital letters.
I agree.
So ignorant and sentimental and emotional that you begin to wonder whether we really have the same structure as human beings. And I can tell you this, this is my thinking, that racism is not a discrimination against our color. It's a discrimination against the type of brain that is given to the black man. That's what racism is. This color has nothing to do with it. So, unfortunately, that's the plague we all have to fight. So I really don't know. Yeah, but it's pervasive in Nigeria, and I don't know if I can say there is nothing you can do. It's probably
no. There's something you can do. If we have a serious government, it's just similar to what Rwanda did with the Hutu and the Tutsi after their genocide in 1994. Yeah. It's simple. If you come out and you say that you're a Hutu or a Tutsi, you go to jail automatically, because one day people woke up in the morning and brothers started killing themselves. But right now, you identify as a Rwandan. And that's why you see where Rwanda is today. Yeah. But if Tinubu passes such a law, first of all, his wife will go to jail. Because his wife she's a bigot.
Yeah. So bigotry and all those racism, like I said, they are tools. And if those tools are not there, they will find another tool to get to their destination. They are minded. So the issue is we have an electoral organization that put in somebody that did not win an election. We all know that. He did not win that election. Or probably he did. But this is a consequence of our general. So anybody is looking at, we have to make a decision. Do we want to remain as Nigeria, or will everybody go their own places?
All right. Thank you very much, sir.
And that takes me to the issue of Biafra, which I personally believe that Biafra and Igbos should separate from Nigeria. But again, at the same time, I have my concerns.
Sir, please, I will have to pause you there. I'll have to pause you here because honestly speaking, I don't want to turn this whole conversation sideways. And maybe let's do it this way. Maybe I will have it as a guest maybe next week Monday. So let's have this honest conversation, because for me, we have to get to a point whereby we should start having sensible conversations, whether we are good enough to be one, or we should leave, or on a very sensible plane, not a bigoted angle, because what I see when people have these conversations are either Igbo bigots doing this or Yoruba bigots doing this. Go back to your side. This no, and also so we can have an open conversation and share this. So, but please, for tonight, I don't want us to move to another angle. We have a very serious topic we're talking about. So, thank you.
I respect your preference.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Perfect.
Thank you. All right, let me run up the mic. God bless you, sir. Thank you. Let me run up the mic right now. Ogene Chucky, welcome to the live.
Hi, good evening. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're audible. Please, if you could turn on your camera, that will make it more better for us, please.
Okay, let me turn on my camera. How do I edit this? How do I even turn on the camera? To be honest, I'm not sure how I do.
Oh, sorry. It seems you don't have. They say you don't have access to turn on your camera. I don't know why, but just go on your submission. Don't worry.
Okay.
I don't know whether you have much followers or something. I don't know how these TikTok people do their stuff.
Anyway, thank you. I think I joined 2 weeks ago. Like, I don't want to.
Okay, you just joined TikTok 2 weeks ago.
Because of you, when I joined.
Oh, because of me. Omo, make a clap for you.
I say.
TikTok, oh yeah, TikTok. Send me my money. I don't give it to customers. So imagine.
I joined because now only you are the come for this. Honestly, I don't really be TikTok person.
You know, some people when they join because of me, it's a two-way traffic. Either to attack me or they like my content. Which of them? Where do you stand on the eye, please? So I know how would I wear my bulletproof.
Anybody when they attack, you don't get sent. So.
Hey, double blow for you, double blow. But I'm not here about B.
Anyway.
Go on, my brother. Welcome. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. So generally, let me just start with thanks for what you do. Like, it's very important. Education. People need to understand what's going on. Like, I think the reason I joined is because of people talk about this. There's so many people that talk about the same thing, but it depends on the perspective you're always coming from. I listened to a couple of people talking here so far, and I used to be of the opinion that it cannot work. I'm currently in the US, so I used to love Nigeria a lot. Like, I never wanted to leave, but you know the way it is. It gets to a point, you just get frustrated. When I saw that they re-elected Buhari, I'm like, this is too much. Like, it means there's no hope. But coming here to the US and just looking at everything, I love the US, I love Nigeria. But at the same time, you cannot remove yourself from the country. You have people there. Even if they say send you how much, you are sending people how much today. By next week, you need to send more. Then you always have issues of them associating you with where you're from. You cannot run away from where you're born, whether you want it or not.
Right.
And people talk about the institutions. So Nigeria, the people, they can't think, they don't know what to do. Human beings create institutions. All the countries that we are living in today, it is human beings that created the systems that we currently see are working. Leadership is what we create them. It's human beings that we create the car. It's human beings that we create the law system. The legal system is somebody that crafted it, and so on and so forth. The different laws in different countries were written by people, modified by people. You understand? So, in the end, our focus should be how are we going to get, I don't want to even beat around the bush, Peter Obi into power. It's not about getting who is good or who is bad. If you're trying to get a neurosurgeon and you have somebody that is a Nobel laureate and you have somebody that is just a nurse, you should pick the person that is a Nobel laureate neurosurgeon. There might be other good people from wherever they are from. But if you understand what it takes to improve a society, there is only one person that is currently at the top of that, currently in Nigeria. Maybe there will be somebody tomorrow. Maybe there will be somebody in 10 years or 15 years. But we should not beat about the bush. Currently, it is Peter Obi that is going to help. And it's not hard. To fix Nigeria is not hard. I have looked into so many countries. El Salvador, most recent one, Singapore. When I started all this getting interested, I read the whole book. He mentioned Africa, mentioned Nigeria. He said that with the way these leaders are behaving,
during the what's it called, our independence. They are not going to move anywhere because their mentality and their interests were already it was already bad, and that is where we are now. There are so many countries that were in the same boat before, but they've been able to improve themselves in the space of how many years? UAE was what was UAE before? All these countries were nothing. And in the same breath, you have countries that used to be amazing. If you look at the history of Argentina, for example, there was a time it was at par with like almost countries like the US, and they went down because of bad leadership. Venezuela, the same thing. So I don't. People should not give up first and foremost because we must continue to educate people, right? And people saying that, oh, you cannot. How are the people going to make the right decision? Everybody here, they are making the right decision, right? So you can get one more person, and two, and three. So my point is that we should focus on trying to get the right person in. However, if it's to talk to people, get them to get PVC, if it's however, because if we don't get the right person inside, it's not going to happen. But I can bet that it's not going to take if it will be enter or somebody as good to that degree. In a year, like a year is too far, you are going to see serious changes. It's not that hard. So I just want to encourage everybody that talk to your people, don't give up to pushing.
Thank
We
you.
have no choice actually. We actually have no choice because look at what is going on in South Africa. Look at what's like me currently in the US. So many countries are banned from immigration and all these things. Whether you commit, you don't commit. It don't matter because they tie you to where you are born. We cannot run away from the situation as it is. So everybody just need to keep pushing and as much as possible. People where it cause confusion online, all these ABC people. There are so many things I can talk about, like in general, but I know my time is up. But I just say let me leave it at this for now.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you. Consistently, I've seen you request the mic for days, and I'm like, let me bring this guy up. And but the boxes are always filled up. But thank you today for coming up and speaking. Thank you so much
No
for
problem. Thank
for
you.
always being on the platform. God bless you. Thank you. Let me push the mic real quick to Square Deal. Square Deal. Then wake up, Africa. You're next, please, guys. I saw your request. I'm going to bring you up, and if you're spoken, I have to drop you from the box so that I can bring other people up to speak. Square Deal. Can you hear me? Square Deal. All right, wake up, Africa. Are you here?
Yeah, I'm right here, Saddam.
All right, you have the live, please. 5 minutes.
Good afternoon. Thank you so much for having me. And I want to appreciate you like one in a million. If we have just 1 million Nigerians that are doing what you're doing, I think we'll be very, very close to liberation. And we have a very, very, very big task at hand, Operation Save Nigeria. And we've seen the person that can actually do that. The person of Mr. Obi, Mr. Peter Obi, is the one that we believe in, and we strongly advertising for him, promoting him, without paying us a dime, because we are rational people. We are sensitive and we understand what bad governance can do to people, can do to ethnic, can do to a race, and can do to a lineage. The entire population of Nigeria, we are in shambles, home and abroad, we are not safe. 55,000 doctors to over 260 million people. That's funny. It's very funny. And the ratio is around 1 to 3,500 people. That's insane. And then all these things are going about. We still have people taking crumbles. That's what the definition of feudalism means, or what we call oligarchy system. The same prisoners, the same slaves are having reps inside the slaves. Slaves are creating slaves to look forward to, like, go on platform. I'm not seeing the government as terrible as this. They have to pay people to start going online and saying things that you don't even do. The money this man is pumping into damage control is enough to even build hospitals in states, Nigeria, federal hospitals. And that's that's one thing on the other side. They have successfully weaponized poverty, they weaponized religion, they weaponized tribalism. So I think it was a conversation I heard you holding with a man. Tribalism was weaponized. When we are growing up, we don't know what a Igbo is, you don't know Hausa, we don't know. We just go to school. We have classmates. Nobody knows their tribes. But until this APC government came in power, we've never had these wars. Everything wars came from APC. And that's why we need to kick them out of that office. We have a lot, we've seen a lot they have done. And I think it is high time we start saying what it is. And telling our people, home and abroad, that Obi is the best person fitting cap. We see what he has done, best he could do. We've seen what he has made off of Lagos in 25 years. He has successfully grown Agbero here and there. He has made sure he taxed people to death. And you see how the Lagos looks like. So he's creating an oligarchy system. Even down to the grassroots, to the civil servants, he has successfully created oligarchy system. Because you cannot tell me that people are going to INEC to get their voters card and they are using 1 hour to answer one person. Is it Tinubu in that office? It is these same people. And the most funny part of it is what I've just said. You are in a country where you are just in a death row. If you don't understand what it means to be in a country where you are in death row, you are one dagger away from your death in Nigeria. You are one snake bite away from your bite in Nigeria. They just snake bite that you are gone. So you as a personnel in that office, all the civil servants, I'm directing this to you, that you are partaking in this oligarchy system. You professors, when they are buying farmers, you are like, they are illiterate. They could not even fight for themselves. Now they hear a teacher in front of camera. You see our professors going to school, we have school runnings and as if nothing happened. That's to tell you how humanity has, drained off the human being in Nigeria. And when we don't have compassion for our neighbors, we don't care about people that are affected, I think it's high time it will come to our next door. Because when you bring a criminal society, over 40 million children and youth are roaming streets in Nigeria, they don't have, and then they are out of school. Do you expect rice and beans? More than 7.5 million businesses left Nigeria, including multinationals. Shoprite followed a few months ago, laying off about 3,000 staffs. Do you think these people will come to the street and selling pop-up by the roadside? And you'll be grooming a criminal society. When it is now a turn whereby you want to travel from Lagos to Ekiti by 5 o'clock, you are taking your time. Say, hope they will not adopt you. Huh? You see, that's when you now start, raving and say, okay, enough is enough. Somebody talk about transatlantic slavery that lasts for over 400, 500 years. They did not abolish slavery until the slaves are like we are tired. Enough is enough. So if Nigerians are comfortable with their leaders, they can take 20,000 naira and cook soup and vote for whatever they want, then let them continue. Because at the end of the day, I want to borrow the word of Daily Barrows, and he said, Nigeria will improve. What does that even mean? It's just a matter of time. The elasticity is there. We've seen the point that is going. And we're just talking about doctors. Have we talked about engineers? Have we talked about different institutions that are backbone of the country? I'm talking about different businesses that fold up in Nigeria. SMEs in their millions. And SMEs is just the backbone of your country. So that it can be solved. The answer is yes. And that's why we are pleading our people. We need to get a revolutionary leader and get him in power. All this tribalism game and gimmicks that you are taking around the places. Crime doesn't have a tribe. If you are partaking in criminality, more than 56 tribes in Burkina Faso, they just put in one man, 35-year-old. See what he has done. The same time he has done power was Tinubu. The same time, see what he has done in 3 years compared to Tinubu. We have bandits in Burkina Faso now. This guy used drones on them. He doesn't even care to ask, go and negotiate. He doesn't have the person of Gumi. He doesn't ask, okay, I hope you not buy people again. Oh yeah, put your hand on Quran. I swear, I will not do it again. After you have raped people's daughter, turn people to fatherless, turn children to fatherless and fathers to without wives, buy people up and down, and somebody is coming to tell you that, you know what, just repent, go back to our society, right? That's insanity. So we've seen a president that will not condone such madness. Being it democratic or military government, he will not condone it. So the trajectory is simple. Let's keep preaching. I love what you're doing. I'll always be here. I've been an advocate of growth on Nigeria as well. And I'm very renowned, probably renowned a little bit on TikTok. So we will not stop. We'll keep pushing the agenda. We'll keep letting our people know that there is a there is possibilities of a better, improved Nigeria. So the author of a new Nigeria is Peter Obi, and we will support him with our last blood. We don't have to be getting paid for that. It is until when Nigerians don't deserve money or request for money, they are selfless to follow somebody. That is when we get a solution. So thank you so much, and keep the good work on. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, my brother. Thank you very much. Thank you. Wow. You just brought out that bandit side. What society on earth rehabilitate terrorists? What society on earth? Where? How? When they begin to explain Tinubu Nigeria to you, if your brain no do spark, then you're gone. What society on earth? So all those people we see today now on top bike, over 300 bikes with ammunition. When they don't go finish raid, come back, say they want repent. Tinubu government with car. Now we can't continue like this. And the painful thing is that these people that support him, it will reach people's house. When I go do am, when I go pay ransom, when I go pay am. Either many of the diaspora self, when people for whom many of people are just I can't even swear for your people self, because people are just your cold-blooded, heartless human beings that you people don't even have if they carry on mama and papa, I don't even send. Thank you so much, my brother. Wake Up Africa. God bless you. Thank you. Always join us, please. We're here for those joining us for the first time. We're here every weekday of the week, apart from Fridays. So, but tomorrow we'll be here 8 p.m. 8 p.m. is the violence space. We host the biggest political space on X. But we'll be due to the amount of I love TikTok now. When in Nigeria, we'll be carrying speakers on violence space on TikTok also. So we'll be merging both sides tomorrow. Join us by 8 p.m. Nigerian time tomorrow. Hopefully we'll start early tomorrow. Meanwhile, guys on TikTok, please let's get to 100,000 likes so that we can wrap up this space. I have to wrap up today early because tomorrow is going to be a very long space. So please, guys, the faster we get to 100K likes, the better for us. We're very, very close to our goal. Everybody, please power tap the like, please. Thank you so much. Wake Up Nigeria. Let me circle the mic right now to, I think, Square Deal. One more time, I'm going to call before I drop you. If I call you now, you cannot pick up, then I know I've tried for you. People are requesting for the mic. Please, Square Deal, are you there? Square Deal 1, Square Deal 2, Square Deal going, gone. Vic Bro.
Is it Vic Brown or Vic Bro? Or Vic?
How many Vic do we have here? It's only one Vic I can see you. Okay, no, not Vic MBS, so Vic Bro. Vic Brown. Please, can you speak to your phone? Please, I don't know if you're coming up to speak here. Please make sure you're speaking to your phone, not with your earpiece, please.
Let me take off my earpiece.
And if possible, if you can turn on your camera also. Thank you very much. Thank you. All right, you have 5 minutes. Welcome, bro.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I'm at work. That's why I'm a bit, bit busy right now.
You did night shift?
Yes, sir. I'm in night shift.
Well done, my brother. God bless you also.
Thank you, sir. But I've been following you, on Facebook, and I've been seeing everything you've been doing, and I've been searching for you on TikTok.
Wow.
So, immediately I came across your page today, and I saw you live, man. I was so excited.
Wow, thank you.
So I quickly rushed to join part of this conversation. Actually, I don't have any much thing to say because of my time. I don't have a lot of time right now. But what I want to say is this. Tinubu has simply proven to Nigerians that he's a fraudster. There's nothing you can tell me. This is my faith. He has proven to us that he's a fraudster. By promising what he knows that he cannot. He even said, and anybody that is voting for him is, I don't know how to put it. Should I say it's a mumu, or whatever they call a victim of fraudsters? Because for somebody to come out to campaign with some certain serious matters like electricity, he said with his mouth that if he doesn't provide electricity for Nigerians, at least that nobody should vote him back. Only that one alone is enough for any sensible Nigerian to know that this man is not serious. And from the beginning, Tinubu has no blueprint. According to him, there's a lady that came one night here from the north of the world. She was actually talking about her discussions with Tinubu. That Tinubu was begging her to.
You're not audible, but I'm struggling to hear you. I know. Probably work.
Yeah, I'm so sorry, my brother. I honestly, I could have really be, you know.
I understand. Just because we have other people.
I'm not passionate about it. So what I want to say is this: the problem we are having in Nigeria right now, to be frank with you, is INEC. See, last year election opened our eyes for us to understand that our biggest problem in Nigeria right now is our INEC chairman. Because I could remember vividly in 2023, it was so clear who told people won the election with a very, he won the election with a very big number, to differentiate from Tinubu and all the rest of them. But INEC and that gullible idiot that called himself INEC chairman in 2023 just rigged the whole thing. He's the one that put in Nigeria in this problem we're facing right now, because Nigerians stood and they voted 2023 election. We stood and we voted, but the INEC, that stupid idiot, is the one that put us in this mess for giving our mandate, because we Nigerians know what they want. But one man came here and was saying that Nigerians, that we are not serious, that Nigeria is not going to be fixed and all that. I don't believe it. Nigeria can be fixed. You see, if P2P was the president of Nigeria, brother, this thing we are talking about, all this thing, we couldn't have been crying like this at all. All this thing that's happening in Nigeria right now, it couldn't have been happening. I could remember vividly when this man was the governor of Anambra State. I was in Anambra State and I saw a lot of things P2P did. P2P doesn't see. He's not the kind of person that you call him to try to convince him on something that he knows already and he has a solution to it, and he's trying to pick another solution to convince him to do something. He cannot listen to you. So the basic problem we have in Nigeria, if you can be able to tackle our INEC and be able to fix that, and look at what is happening in United States. It was that lady, the INEC, the lady that stood, I think OT. She was the one that did it. She just delivered of Abia State. She delivered Abia State from the mess that we're going through. Because if everyone had agreed to collect money and rig the election just the way that useless man that called himself the INEC chairman did, and Abia State could have been in the same mess. That is interesting. See, if you can be able to fix our INEC, brother, Nigeria is going to be alright. Because the problem we have in Nigeria is they always give the mandate to the wrong person.
All right.
They always buy the mandate money. So when they spend a lot of money in buying it, they will bribe themselves through and all that. At the end of the day, they don't say about the masses, because they know that the masses did not vote them.
All right, thank you.
I have a lot of things to say, but I don't have time.
Thank you very much.
But I'm not part of this life. I will be listening to you while I'm working. I'm part of it. From today, I'm going to follow you to the core.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you very much. Thank you. It's good to have you here. Thank you. Meanwhile, guys listening to us, wherever you're listening to us, please let's share the live. My people on TikTok, what's happening? Can you guys power tap this live? Let's get to 100K real quick. Very few people are power tapping the live actually. I don't know why. And the request line is so hot. I don't know if I bring everybody up now, I don't go end this live quick. But I just want to say this for people that are asking in the comment section. And please on YouTube, SP Joel TV, you say I'll be expecting a response, sir. At Emir Sirdam. What response? Please let me know. What response did you ask a question that you want me to answer? Please just let me know. But meanwhile, let me talk about INEC a little bit based on what this my brother just said right now. The truth of the matter is that we cannot change INEC. We have institutional problems in our country. Nigerian problem is way beyond just what we see. Our problems are more based on institutions that have failed, that are not functioning, or they are not working, or are moribund, or are not at full capacity. That is why, for me, I'm insisting that to fix Nigeria 4 years is actually enough, because I'm not saying you come out and you turn Nigeria to Dubai in 4 years. If you're on this live yesterday, our sister from that actually works in Togo and lives in Togo came and shared the life of an everyday Togolese, what they experience in Togo. It's not as if Togo is better than Nigeria when it comes to quality, when it comes to wealth. Togo is not as wealthy than any state in Nigeria, but the quality of life of Togolese is far better than the quality of life in Nigeria. Why? Because they have a functional system. Thank you. When we talk about system fixing, and to fix systems don't take 100 years. You can fix system in the space of 5-6 months if you're a serious government. So let me use Anambra State. I always use P2B as example for all those that you people must learn. My TikTok account is actually the same thing as this, the Emir Sirdam Show, for those asking on Facebook. Just the same handle, the Emir Sirdam Show. When P2B became governor of Anambra State went to strike for were on strike. The public schools were on strike for 2 consecutive years. They were not going to school because of backload of salaries being owed by previous governments. And he came in and he saw it. The teachers, Anambra students were not, Anambarians were not going, the boys were not going to school. They were all going to go and serve. Boy, they serve them and they go. There was no reason to go to school. There was no incentive to go to school. When P2B started dealing with education in Anambra State, you hear them say that he did not build one new school. True, he did not build any new primary or secondary school. Why? Because Anambra had thousands of dilapidated schools that needed restructuring, that needed rebuilding, remodeling, and above all, bringing in semblance of structure from the principal down to the teachers, and funding also. And that was what he did. And the same teachers, because when he was in an interview, he said, I did not change any teacher. The same teachers that could not teach Anambarians to school, and they were passing, they were scoring 20-something in JAM. In fact, Anambra Obi was among the educationally less developed states. JAM called those states ELDS or so. ELDS, you see it in JAM, educationally less developed states. P2B came and took that state from 20-something, 29th to the first position and held it till he passed on. He handed over his person that took over him. It continued up until Soludo. That is when you fix institutions. You fix systems. It is not miracle. You did not have to go and import new teachers or even retrain those ones. When you come in as a president and you set your laws, your rules and regulations, starting with you first, to your vice, to all your cabinet members. When you have the zero policy on corruption, automatically what happens is that EFCC will start to work, ICP will start to work. They'll no longer be pushing Yahoo boys. If you're a governor that used to steal, and the EFCC used like 2 or 3 governors as example, other people will stop stealing, or they will start hiding their stealing. It will not be open. How can you be a minister of that P2B and you can't start driving Rolls Royce? How you get the money in the first place? People will ask you questions. Or a professor, because there will be adequate funding, and it will trickle down across every sector. That's how you fix a country. So it's not like a rocket science. You need to come and bring in new people. No, the same people that are currently destroying the country. You will see that the Nigerian police have sense. If the Nigerian police are told, there's a video going on right now, I said it earlier on, of the commissioner of police in Rivers State, currently as we're speaking, and see as policemen are performing. When you do that from the very top, and you tell the IGP, I'm giving you 4 months. If I don't see a restructured police, if I hear any story of police brutality in any state in Nigeria, you're losing your job. That IGP will pass that circular from up to all the commissioner of police. Any state that I hear this thing, you're losing your job. Commissioner of police go pass am to all the DPOs. DPOs will pass am to all the ASPs. That is how it trickles down. You will see automatically that this our stupid policemen will begin to work like normal people. And you don't still pay them good salaries also, so that they will not have an excuse not to follow the law. That is how you fix a country. It is not difficult, but because Tinubu and this APC, they thrive in a chaotic situation, they know that what we're saying is not difficult. It's what Singaporeans did. It's what Lee Kuan Yew did. It's what every government, it's what Nkaigama did. Check every country that has changed. They fixed institutions first before infrastructures. Because when you fix institutions, people will not start bringing inflated bill as contracts. Everybody that's bringing his bill knows that, or if this bill is inflated, or if they start and say I see money here, I'm going to jail. We're not more corrupt than Chinese. But if they catch you as a politician in China for corruption, you're going to be unaligned. Pass the law in Nigeria that any corrupt politician is not going to jail. You will be sentenced to life imprisonment, or you'll be shot firing squad. Corruption will end immediately. It is simple. Pass the law that if you're caught as a bigot on social media, on anywhere, bigotry, you go to jail for 25 years. You set some people as example first. Make I see who be bigot will come my TikTok. Can't type nonsense. Can't type Yariba or Ibu or this. You can't do it. Because if they catch you, you go to jail. So when you fix all these things, that's how you fix a country. And this is not difficult. Tinubu came in as president. What did he do? It did not take him 3 months to change the national anthem. Now lie. He did not take national anthem under 3 months. He changed it. As a president, there's too much power in Nigeria. We just have stupid people ruling us. That's just the truth. Let me pass the mic right now to Collins. Collins, welcome. Collins, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
You're welcome. You have 5 minutes. Welcome, sir.
I'm sorry. I'm at work right now, so I won't be able to use camera for long.
That's fine.
I don't know if that's okay.
That's fine.
All right, thank you. All right, so let's dig it in immediately, because we've actually said everything. Is Tinubu supposed to remain on that seat? Absolutely not. He has failed in all ramifications. There is no sector in Nigeria today that is looking perfectly the way you would assume that it should work. We've mentioned the justice system. Gone. The Electoral Commission. Gone. Yesterday, he signed in the local policing. I think that's another one of the fastest bills that will be passed into power. After his borrowing, that were also passed within hours that it was brought to the House. But the question is this: how do we move from where we are today to the next level? We don't even have any structure under this regime. The regime has failed. You can't say, okay, today you are safe to use the roads. I remember back in those days, if I'm traveling from the east to Lagos, we will take night bus because it's the most peaceful, and you just sit in the bus, sleep until you get to Lagos in the morning. Very easy thing for everyone to do. But can you try that today? The answer is no. From Enugu to Abuja is no longer a road that you can use. It's a shame. What country are we into? Is it the same Nigeria of yesteryears, or is this a new Nigeria? Yes, it's a new Nigeria on that Tinubu. Tinubu has created his own Nigeria outside the same Nigeria that we are all living in, or we all lived in. back in those days. Now you have a Nigeria that belongs to Tinubu, where he makes the laws, where he can say anything and it stands immediately. You have your Senate that listens to him. Everybody is now wearing his mural of singing on your mandate we shall stand. In the previous years, you come to National Assembly, you sing the national anthem. Today, the national anthem we have is on your mandate we shall stand. Which country functions like that?
Psychophancy.
Now, let me bring up something. Because I heard someone who said, Tinubu saying subsidy is gone was a very wrong thing to do on the very first day. And I believe him. Now, let's go back to what is happening in the UK regarding immigration. When they make all the laws, they take it back for it to be debated on, for people to go through it, scrutinize every step of it to see how it's going to affect the country positively or negatively before they will pass a law. You don't just pass laws without having a true understanding of the cost effect on the people. Let's not forget, the moment Tinubu said subsidy is gone, petrol moved from the original price and it's increased by more than 300%, or do I say 300 or 500% increase? How much is a liter of fuel today? Can you boast of going to, get your groceries with 50,000 naira and come back with something? It was really funny for me because for the first time, I came back home during the Christmas with 60-something thousand. Let me go get my son baby food. I wish I had bought it before coming back, but let me go get something. And when I came out with the black normal policy, I have spent 65,000. And I was screaming, is this the same Nigeria people are living in comfortably, singing on your mandate we shall stand? With 65,000, I am coming out with a black polythene bag. Meanwhile, before the APC came in, if you go to market with 50,000, you will fill up. If you're not filling up your car boots, you are buying a whole lot of things. Nigerians, are we angry enough? That is the question. If we are angry enough, get ready. Get your PVC. Let's all march on that very day. Cast your vote. Sit down there. Make sure that your vote counts. Peter Obi is not the one that will rescue your vote. Peter Obi is not the one that will protect your vote. You are the one that will protect your vote. Because of time, let me stop here. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You see when we talk about criminality and Tinubu's government, somebody made a submission earlier on and he talked about the video that we saw on social media today. I'm sure that video was gone viral. Everyone saw that video of Nigerian of bandits. We see them on top bike, right? The Nigerian police have come out and say NPF clarifies false banditry narrative in viral Katsina video, reaffirms partnership with community security volunteers. Nigerian police are saying that those people are not bandits, so saying those people are vigilante. Vigilante when they carry surface to air missile. Vigilante when they wear army uniform. You see how these people they don't rate us. And they don't rate us because of the kind of supporters that this government have. Supporters that are so loud and so empty that anything they tell them, they swallow it hook, line, and sinker. Because you know that when they throw this lie like this out now, their supporters will come and amplify it and say it is true. What we saw with our eyes, I was expecting them to say that it's AI. Because AI don't suffer. Somebody said justice for AI under Tinubu. Justice for AI. Under Tinubu. Then go use AI. They go blame AI for everything. It's insane. It's insane. Let me pass the mic real quick. Thank you so much, Collins. Waterloo, are you there? Waterloo Road Bar. Waterloo, can you hear me? I gave you the mic yesterday. Oh, the same thing. I don't know why I'm going to request mic, but I'm not ready to speak. Okay, you, Omedi, are you there? You're muted right now, please. Yeah, come in.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Let me do tomorrow because I'm at work.
Oh, okay, that's fine then. That's
I'm
fine.
at so I'm in the US. I'm at work right now. I can't do camera. So, but I will join you tomorrow.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Thank you. Thank you. All right, Ken Rowick. Ken Rowick. Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah. Greetings, so yeah, this is the first time I'm joining your live, but I came across your profile. I came across the live, so I liked what you were saying. So according to the topic, should Tinubu resign? I think this is a topic that this is something that every Nigerian should be concerned about. You know, any
Sorry,
current-
please. Sorry, please. Sorry,
any
please.
Nigerian now,
Juga. Sorry, I'll come to Ken Rowick. Just 1 minute. And Juga, please come tomorrow. I'll tell you 101 reasons why you should vote Peter Obi. Please, I cannot tell you now. I have to. Other people are speaking. Continue, Ken Rowick.
okay, any individual or any Nigerian that is supporting the Tinubu government now, either they're being ignorant or they're tribal bigots, or they are benefiting from the system indirectly or directly. Because there's no how you can tell me that how Nigeria is now, we can actually see what is happening. It is only in Nigeria that in 2026 you are seeing that people are being misplaced. There are communities that are leaving their houses. They can't even live in their own birthed community. They are living there. They are being homeless. The government is not saying anything. The only thing that is remaining for the government to do now is to subdue news and make sure that even the news itself is not reporting what is happening in Nigeria. People that are reporting what is happening in Nigeria are those most of just as you are now and other creators. That the people who are reporting the real news that is happening in Nigeria. So I think now we have gotten to a point that every Nigerian needs to start speaking up, because I just came out from a live where I was trying to let people know, say now we should start educating Nigerians. We should start educating them, most especially the North. I think it has gotten to the extent that we all should learn to speak out. If either anyhow you can contribute, whether by what you already know, contribute towards that way, if it is to educate. Because to me, I feel like the Northerners now, we need to start educating them, let them understand, because this tribalism and religion is still working on them. This religion, because if you see what is happening, there is this guy that was being interviewed. I think he was the Northern student leader that he said his name is Musa. That say he was once arrested and he was kept, he was marched and so on. I was watching an interview when he was being interviewed, and he said that if you come to the North, that the ideology they have where P2B is quite different from what we are seeing on the social media. That these people have this belief that P2B is not a Muslim, so they should not vote for him. And this is what this is what their leaders and their politicians over there are capitalizing. Why would you vote for this person? But them now, if you look at them, you see that even them now, they're not even educated enough to understand that this is a game being played. Because there is a reason why the Northerners are being kept the way they are, because they are tools to achieve political dream. If you look at what is happening, major problems that is happening in Nigeria is happening in the North. People being misplaced is in the North. This bandit, though I know it's happening in other states, in other parts of Nigeria, but where is it happening the most? Is in the North. They are watching their people die every single day, but what are they doing there? They're not doing anything about it. They're not doing anything about it. They're still believing that, okay, somebody, maybe, I don't know if they have this belief that one day somebody is just, or their leader is just coming to put them out and save them. So I think we're gotten to the point that we need to fight ourselves. Then another thing is, this 2027 election that's coming out, if the election gets rigged, what is the winning party going to do? If it is P2B that happens to win, what exactly is he going to do? Because this is the question that I'm asking. I've been asking this on the comment section. What strategies and plan does he have in place in case something like this happens? Because whether it will happen, it will happen. Because if you see what the INEC posted, that they're going to stop accepting PVC anytime. I think she's how many months before election, they're going to stop taking in PVC. Look at people who are going to get their PVCs. They're not giving them PVCs. They are not. So the government are already doing anything possible to make sure that they, even if we won't be surprised tomorrow that you request for a PVC and you don't get it anymore. you should not be surprised if you request for your PVC and you don't get it anymore. So I think we still have to whatever the winning party P2B, because I know he had as of 2023 he happens to be the winner. So if he wins this coming election, what plans does he have in place to fight to get back his vote?
All right. Let me take it from there. Thank you. First of all, I want to ask you a question. What are you going to vote?
I happen not to be in Nigeria, definitely.
You happen not to be in Nigeria, and so if you don't plan to go back home to vote.
Maybe I think I'll be in Nigeria by this December.
You don't have family members. Do your family members have PVC?
Yeah, definitely. My family does.
What are the plans of your family members to protect their votes?
Even my mom herself, when we talk about political things that's happening in Nigeria, my mom is not people who you give money and she collects. She understands what is happening.
No, forget about your mom. Forget about your mom now. What you have friends, you have siblings in Nigeria. What is their plan to protect them? Because you asked a question, I'm not asking you back. The problem we have in Nigeria is we looking up to politicians to protect their votes. Is it P2B's job to protect your votes? That should be the right question. It is your job to protect your vote, not any candidate's job to protect your vote. It is your vote. If Amro enter your house now you go to come to become protect you from Amrowas. Your vote is your life. Nobody is going to protect your vote. You will protect your vote. That is the Nigerian problem. We are looking for Messiah to do everything for us. What are you doing as a Nigerian? What is the message you're telling your people back home that they should be ready to protect their vote? What are you telling your people? How prepared are people to protect their vote? It's the question, not telling what to do. People will not do anything. That's a multi-billionaire in all ramifications, in all currencies. He has no business protecting your vote. It is you, as a Nigerian, that will protect your vote. So that's what we have to, that mentality of, we will not do anything. If Nigerians are tired enough when we vote, we'll escort our vote from the polling units to the coalition centers, from the coalition centers to the state IREC, and we will stay there in our millions until our votes are counted and called. That's how we protect our votes. Not to be doing anything for you. So I'm saying just to please take that out of your mindset. Tell your people now, your people, your friends, let them start training, let them start getting ready. It will be a sacrilege that 10 people or 50 people will come out and come to a polling unit and destabilize where hundreds of men are. And you're expecting people to be, there will be somewhere, maybe in Agulu, voting, to come to maybe your state to come and protect your vote for you. Why God give you hand, give you leg, give you eye, give you ear, give you hand? So my brother, it's up to you, please.
Okay. I understand your point, but what I was saying is when the last election happened, P2B said it was not fair. I was rigged. When he was going to court, saying this was what happened. He was taking ballot boxes and
exactly. P2B went to court and the court system has failed. So there's nobody's going to court now. It's up to you to protect your vote. If you cannot protect your vote, don't expect P2B to go to any court. Nobody's going to court in 2027. If we as Nigerians cannot protect our votes, the man will not stress himself going to any court. He has said it already. There's nobody going to court in 2027. So don't expect him to do anything greater than he come there for you. If you understand how bad Nigeria is and we need change, you will fight and defend your vote. If you're not ready to defend your vote, get ready for Tinubu 2.0 and don't come and blame the man. Simple.
It's fair enough. I agree with you.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you. All right, let us move on with the mic. Juga, please, guys. I see people going hard on Juga. You see, the truth of the matter is that me, I like doing this. So I like doing this. There are many kinds of P2B supporters. There's P2B supporters that are not patient, understandable. And P2B supporters are very, very violent. I can be one of them. But there are the ones that also are very educative. I can also be one of them. The truth of the matter is that, Juga, I want you that you ask a question, why should we vote for P2B? I wanted to spend the next few minutes to analyze it. But I want you to use your own hand. If you genuinely want to know why P2B should be, I want P2B to be the next president of Nigeria. It is based on his antecedent as a governor. What he did in Anambra State. How he took one of the worst governed states in Nigeria to becoming one of the most viable states in all indices in the country. From education to security to the economy to healthcare to every single aspect of governance. P2B is the only governor that met the MDG goals, the UN MDG goals, simply called Millennium Developmental Goals. Please fact check me. He's the only governor in Nigerian history to meet that MDG goals. And he actually came in as governor 4 years to the Millennium Goals, the time frame for it to elapse. So you can now, as someone that I've said what I just said right now, you can now, if you truly want to know, and I'm saying it not because of you, because there are other people that are probably unassuming young Nigerians that hear people shouting P2B, 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 P2B. Why are these people saying P2B safe? Why should I support P2B? Then now you should now go and do your research and check. Ask any of the AI tools. Who is the best governor in Nigeria from 1999 till date? Across all metrics, across all indices, P2B is the best governor from 1999 till date. And we have had 1 set, 2 sets, 3 sets. This should be a 4th set of governors. 36 states, 4 sets. Do the maths. 1 man. So this is enough selling I've sold for you. I don't have to come and sell anything else. Maybe tomorrow if you come, I can now elaborate and give you per sector. I say bring any sector of governance. I will tell you what he did exceptionally well as a governor. Mr. Juga, you don't want to learn. If you want to learn, you have all this time you're using to type. Ask AI, he will tell you it. My brother, thank you. But I have to wrap up the live now. I won't be here forever. Shenjori, have the live, please, in 5 minutes. Ever since I said when we let us pass the law of bigotry, that if you're doing bigotry, you will go to jail. Bigots have left this space. Who have noticed it? Ever since I started talking about anti-bigotry, all the bigots ran away. All Tinubu boys supporters ran away. They're not there anymore. All of them. When I see check comment section, you go see them. All of them ran away. Because that is where they thrive, in division, where they are insulting. Igbo insult Yoruba, Yoruba insult Hausa, that is where you see Tinubu people. That is their forte. That is how they do it. Divide and conquer. So you don't talk about important things. You don't talk about what is destroying the country. You can't see them anymore. All of them are wrong. Phew. Then Japa. You don't have to do intellectual conversations. Their brain. If you carry knock their brain like this, we are come empty. Nothing they die. They're like, Quid, you have the life, please. Wake up with the life. 5 minutes, please. Quid. Quid, all right, village boy, you're asking for the mics. Let me bring you up. Village boy, please unmute your mic and speak, please.
Greet everybody. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, welcome.
Concerning my brother said Peter we should protect his boat. I just want to tell you what happened in Imo State 2015. 2015, I came Ajibudema was on the seat as governor of the Imo State. And everybody that was in Imo State 2015, before Richard Okrocha came in to contest as governor, everyone know what happened. We voted and they wanted to change it. The youth of Imo State that really want change, all of us marched to INEC office in Imo State. We spent 4 days not going anywhere. All our eating, all our feeding, all our drinking was there. Till the result was announced. Richards was in Nigeria, but I don't know what is happening in Imo State. Still, Richards came to Imo State, came to the INEC office, was surprised, see masses, see youth. Surrendering INEC office, army was there. We are ready to die. It's in that place. I'm from the local government. I'm proud to say it. It's that place. At least everybody that was in Imo State 2015. We are hearing when they say that the naked Atoziri's wife. The naked Atoziri's wife. It's not Atoziri's wife. Rather, it was our local government cheerleader that was coming in with our local government results. They read to move into the INEC office. We stopped her there. Started searching her. This army wasn't doing it. We did it and find out that result. That's why 2015, the local government result wasn't in that announcement of Imo State result. What am I saying? That if we are waiting for P2P will be in Abuja. P2P has nothing to lose. P2P has offered himself to serve Nigeria, to serve us. My brother, if P2P should stay 100 years in Nigeria, P2P will not beg for even the highest thing. P2P will not beg. It's me and you who keep begging. The only thing we did, P2P has done that for us. He has offered himself. And we asked him question. He didn't ask us. He said we should go and verify. And we should have verified and see everything we need to know. P2P is not campaigning for himself, but his past record is what is campaigning for him. Go to all AI tools on social media. They are campaigning for P2P. Because when you ask questions about him, what they will bring about him, at least if you are sensible enough, you will see a reason to support him. You will see a reason to support him. So, like our brother said, we vote and protect. And from Ubuta, I keep announcing that I'm not in that country right now. But what I keep telling my people, when you vote, don't go anywhere. The only thing I know I will do is that the day of election, I will provide things that will make them. Nobody is going for food, nobody is going for water. That water they need will be available. That food they need will be available. Eat, drink. That's the only thing I will do because I will not vote. But I will support them to protect their food. So even though we are not in the country, it's the little thing you can do for your people. At least you get water for them, because I know that period everywhere will be hot. Some of them can vote and say, let me go home and go and have water. Some of them will say, let me go home and go and do this. The little you can provide for them, provide that water for them to be there. You keep telling them, I keep telling my people, vote and stay there. What you will eat and what you will drink will not be a problem. If I spend my money for you to remain there and protect that food, I will do it. Because I will not come back for the food. But the only thing I will support those that will vote to protect their own food. So please, if you can come back, let's support those that can vote. Encourage them to stay there, because most times they will vote and say, then you can look for what to eat. Before you can look for what to eat, before you can look for water to drink, something will go wrong. But when the water are there, the biscuit or guy, everything was there, and we give them, you're not buying any food. Anybody that is thirsty, come and have water here. Water is free. If you are hungry, come and take biscuit. Biscuit is free. Nobody is going anywhere. Everybody you are protecting. So please, let's not wait for P2G or wait for any leader in your local government or your state come and protect your food. Those things, you are the one that is affected by Nigeria.
situation now. Those big men that have secured their future with their kids. Most of them are outside country, most of them are so many places. It's me and you that need it. Please, do not wait for anybody this time around. 2023, P2P did it, felt that when he was ruling in Anambra State, that judiciary was the same thing.
Exactly.
That is why P2P have to go to court. He was telling you that he was the only person that court has favored, that the judiciary is still the same. He went to court and saw a different thing. He now revised that nobody is going to court. If you don't count us, we count you.
Wow.
2015, that's when that guy secured his own vote. That's when the guy was saying OB 77, OB was that was, you see that counting, people turned into music. He was announcing his results immediately. You can video, as they are doing, you can video. All those things are evidence. We publish immediately on social media. Tell us that social media is doing more than our international media. Look, social media is doing more than them because you can get the result and pass immediately. Before that, our boss can pick it and publish. Before the 20 people will pick your result. If everyone should video and send the result from different angles, result have announced itself now. You can't do anything. So please, my submission, let's not wait for anybody.
Thank you very much.
I'm better Nigeria.
Thank you very much, Village Boy. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You know, I've shared this story before. If you're on my life, this Imo State story, I've shared it before. I've shared this particular story before. I was on transit passing through Imo when this thing happened, when that election happened. After so I'm traveling after election. That's like I think the third day. So I'm traveling and we're passing through Imo State. On the third day of election, after elections, so no road, go slow. We spent hours on the road because people occupied the INEC office. The third day, people no agree. An incumbent governor was sacked. An incumbent governor was removed by the people. Imo State, when rigging be the cocoa of rigging. Kwankwasi has do it in Kano State every electoral cycle. They vote and they score their votes. That is the only way out in 2027. We don't have any other option. Please, if you're asking this question, I'm saying this one more time and I'll repeat it again and every time I come here. Go to my, if you're on any of my, you're following me on any of my platforms, check my pinned post. The pinned post there is exactly what this my brother said now. Practical steps on how to protect your vote. Just don't get it yourself. Pass it to your family, friends, and relatives. Let other people know this is how you protect your vote in 2027. Thank you for reminding me, my brother, of Imo State again. Thank you. All right, let's run up the mic real quick.
I participate on it. I
Okay.
stayed for good 4 days.
Okay.
My name was there.
Thank you.
My name was there. I'm not telling you that somebody told me. I spent 4 good days there, drinking and you know what that gala. That's what we are eating there for good. I was in photo. I missed my exam because of it.
Oh my goodness.
I missed my exam.
That's the spirit. That's the spirit. Don't be go to ask question. Who people protect? How you have to protect your vote yourself, my brother. Marco, you have the life in 4 minutes, please. Marco Barry.
Yeah. Good morning. Good morning. First of all, before I go, I make my point so that I won't sound as if I am being one-sided. First of all, I'm one Yoruba.
My brother, please speak English. I beg. It's only English we speak on this platform, please.
I know we are going to location Yoruba, which means I'm not an Igbo person, I'm not a Yoruba person. I am a Nigerian. I have lived in Imo State for years. I have lived in Lagos for years. Now, one thing I always tell people is this: if you're so sure that your principle, which you're supporting, is you're 100% sure about that, your principle, leave your opponent. Tell me one thing that your principal is going to do. Somebody said we should give him 4 years. Now, after 4 years, definitely he's going to give us a constant electricity. And with his mouth, he said, if I cannot provide you constant electricity, What did he say? Don't vote me for second term. A man that cannot keep to his words, and what is the assurance that if you should come back again, he's going to keep to his words? That's what I want you guys to understand. See, the only tools that these people are using is the issue of tribalism. Like they look for people to like divide everybody into pieces. I was telling somebody, I said, see, if APC can allow Obi to win Lagos State in the last election, definitely he won that election as that there was no way they could rig it. You know, Lagos is still a stronghold. Nobody has taken Lagos State from APC for since the beginning of since Tinubu became a governor. Now for Peter Obi to have won in Lagos, definitely he won that election, that Lagos election by long margin. To the extent that they could not rig it the way they wanted to rig it. Even though they rigged it, but they could not even like rig it 100%. If me and you should talk about these things now, let's put this in place. I've been in Lagos. I can tell you that there's no development in Lagos. No development in Lagos is just overcrowded with so many things. Now let's put this thing into the presidential aspect. Out of all the things this present administration promised us, they've not done anything. Instead, they've worsened the whole situation. So, if that is the case, let us forget about this thing and let us give other people a chance. See, I will tell you the fact. Peter will be, just like the last, just like you said, Peter will be have given himself as an agent for us for Nigeria to use. If that man should lead Nigeria in the next 10 years, that man will not lack anything. Now me and you go suffer that. Now me and you go suffer this thing. This man has said, okay, I'm here for Nigeria. You guys should use me. Let use me as a tool to liberate this country. I don't understand. Either people are being their ears being blocked with words or their eyes being. I just don't understand. To go out there, this guy said it's true. But you see, for you to twist the whole thing, let's give this man a chance. How many times have you seen that all these APC so-called supporters go to interview and they tell us what their president will do in the next 4 years? No, it's like that APC talking about Peter Obi. There's no single interview that APC person is having interview that you will not be sure Peter Obi did. People the one we consign them, the one we don't consign them, the one we do, he must mention his name. See, people say that Peter Obi is there to that is existing. That man is the smartest politician ever in the history of this country. He used APC as like a divergent for APC. He knew that ticket was not going to be given to him. If he has gone to NDC right from time, trust me, they would have started attacking NDC right from time. But he went to NDC at the time that there was not they could do any longer. Just like he said,
Alright, please just wrap up, my brother, please.
Yeah, sure. Defending your vote is not for people to do it, for all of us to do it. And on that election day, just like he said, if you don't count the vote, my brother will count you and join the vote. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. You see, the reality one, I know you very well now. I mean, I know you now. You know, say you're not heavy bigots. But I know you. Unfortunately, come early tomorrow. I'll give you like tomorrow. So you can ask a question. But you're in America doing bigots, supporting people from America. You're asking question. What is the development this in Peter we do? Ask Google. Ask Google. Abi your Google know they work. Abi your AI know they work. Ask Google. There's no time for that. There's no time. I have to shut down now, my brother. Playful, please. You have the mic, please. 4 minutes, please. Playful. Playful, you don't worry me tired.
I'm here. I'm here. Thank you so much for giving me the mic. I hope everyone can hear me.
Is this what I'm suspecting?
Who are you suspecting? No, I don't know you. You don't know me.
Okay.
Yes.
I thought it's Fejiro.
But I wanted to first of all say.
Are you sure this is not Fejiro?
Sorry?
Is this not Fejiro?
No, it's not.
Okay, welcome.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, I don't have my picture there. I know you said something about putting our pictures, but I'm just coming from work, so
It's fine.
pardon me for today. Yeah. So I wanted to say yes, Tinubu should by all means resign. And let me tell you, even though they plan to rig, even though they don't want to run proper elections, it go shock them this 2027. Because everybody is frustrated, tired, and fed up with the nonsense that is going on in Nigeria. I think somebody mentioned the bandits that were driving. I don't think people understand the security situation in Anambra before P2B came in. The man systematically decapitated all the nonsense that was going on in security in Anambra. And I know he's on purpose that he's not talking about security and insecurity. I know he's on purpose. But I just want to say that every single one of us, I myself, I'm going to be doing, my own video, putting on my gas mask so that people will know that it's serious. Tear gas is not going to drive me from the police station. And sorry, I'm going to be honest and say, yes, I do not have a voter's card because I don't live in Nigeria, but I'm going to be there. And I'm packing everybody in our house. We're going to be there. We're going to add to the numbers, and we're going to escort the ballot box to our collision center. Nobody's going, none of us, because in 2023, even my 83-year-old mother, we were all voting. We were all saying P2B. She voted because she had her card. And the other people that didn't have cards stayed at home. I accompanied her. But this time around, whether you have card or not, just go there. Let's make up the numbers. Like Emir Sirdam keeps saying that, Kwapasia people accompany their. It's not everybody that accompany that has card.
Facts.
So don't say whenever they are talking of card, it doesn't involve me. It involves you. Involve yourself. Involve yourself. Now we have formed a small WhatsApp group, myself and a few other people online. We have formed because we feel that it's important to get drones as well. It's important to get drones, because anything we can put, this is our last chance, not just for P2B, but for actual correction and resetting of the Nigerian system. And it is possible to reset the Nigerian system. Some people think it's not possible. It is possible. Yes, P2B is one man, but he's a one-man army. Because all of us are ready to do things, not for him, but because we know that whatever we put in towards his candidacy, that it is for the future of Nigeria. It's for the future of our generations. I have been living in Lagos for many years. I was born, bred, everything in Lagos. And let me tell you, Lagos only deteriorated. It did not grow. He did not build any Lagos. Yes, I was there doing Jack Conde as well, but I'm just still saying that at least it is there on record that P2B is the single best leader that Nigeria has had in the governorship role, since 1999. And my plan is to do everything within my own power to make sure everybody around me, I'm evangelizing them that we are going to be there. Anybody that is going home, we are going home. And we're going to be there, even if we don't have voter's card. We will enter into our polling station and we are accompanied, So this is just the mindset I want people to have. Don't buy into the narrative that what's going to happen to our vote and what's going to happen to this. It will shock them. If P2B can win Lagos with all the Igbo people, this and that, if P2B could win Lagos, that tells you that he's the most tribalized unifier that Nigeria needs at this time. And we're going to do it. Yes, we can. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, man. Thank you very much. Thank you. It's good to have you. Please, we need more of your voices. Keep coming out to speak because there's this power behind our women voice. I just want to say this also. Just let me mute the mic for a minute. Maybe you want to come back later. It was something that people that inspired me the most in 2022, 2023 are Nigerian women. I saw the power and the Nigerian women put things in action. Nigerian women were the driving force of P2B's last elections, and they are still the ones currently right now. So please, you guys should not stop. Please encourage your children, encourage your cousins, your relatives, especially all the people because if you're in diaspora, now people that you people give money every time. Don't give money free anymore. Please, everybody that give money should at least have their PVC or should go and register for their PVC right now. And secondly, you made a very, very salient point here that everybody should take home today. Whether you have PVC or you don't have PVC, everybody is outside in 2027. Everybody's outside. We're all outside in 2027. Whether you have PVC or, in fact, it's even better for INEC to give all of us PVC. We could just line up, vote, tire. Because if you don't give us our PVC, the ones who don't get PVC, and then go to come out, cook for our people who don't get PVC, buy water, encourage. We'll all be outside in 2027. Everybody, nobody's inside. Everybody's outside in 2027. Whether you have your PVC or you don't have your PVC, everybody is outside. Nobody's staying inside. Nobody's staying inside. Everybody is outside. As long as you're from 60 downwards and you have no reason to be inside the house, because we have one shot at this presidency. And why? Is because the man that we are supporting as the people, when he gets into power, he understands that he owes us his allegiance. He owes us the duty to perform. Not like these criminals in power today that rig themselves to power. Tinubu owes nobody anything, not even his supporters. He doesn't rate them. He knows that his support base did not even get him to Aso Rock. He knows that it is his rigging that got him to Aso Rock. So he doesn't send them. He doesn't talk to them. He just pay the ones he can pay peanuts. And the other ones line up like slaves behind him and shout on your mandate. Then he knows these things. So anybody that knows the way he got to power will always oil that thing very well. Tinubu knows that it is by rigging and by the corrupt judiciary that he got to power. What has he been doing? Look at how he has turned INEC upside down. Put an APC guy as INEC chairman. He has built houses for judges that legislate that in his myopic mind, he thinks we're going to go to court. Just in case, he has built houses for them. So he's oiling his own system that brought him to power. So we as the people that know that we don't have this system, but we have something that he does not have, which is the people's power. We must put it and we must mobilize across the country and make sure that Tinubu is a one-term president. Guys, thank you so much, all of you that come out tonight. I just want to say, if in case you didn't get a chance to speak today, I beg, no vex. We'll be back tomorrow, 8 p.m. Nigerian time, 8 p.m. on the Violence Space tomorrow. It's going to be very, very, very wonderful space. Please join us on X. We'll be streaming from TikTok and across all our social media platforms, hopefully tomorrow. As I always say on this platform, I just want to say thank you to all of you that contributed by liking the live, by your gifts, by your sharing, by your reposting, by your comments, by your speech, by your submissions. Thank you to all of you that made this live a wonderful one tonight. I just want to say thank you to all my top viewers. Mama Wakili, thank you so much. Comrade Clientele CEO, Lady Vive, Chidima, The Kings, El Nino Cruz, Yvonne B, Obi for President, the Ovia, Andy, NYNY, my brother Wellme Nigeria, K, Kenro Week, Roslyn, Playful, J.R. Kings, Mr. B, Usifo, Uche, Juga, Waterloo, Slim, OC Bears, Collins, Adewale, every one of you, please, Tolu Lope, please, I beg of you, please come tomorrow and please just request the mic. I'm going to bring it up tomorrow. I promise you, please, my brother. Sorry, please. It's not intentional. I see all the requests, but the request is just so enormous. I can't give everybody. Everyone cannot speak. My brother, the King, thank you so much. All of you from YouTube, TDI8282, thank you so much. TMRM from X, thank you so much. From Facebook, Golden George, Ebere Versace, Pre-M, I see you. Thank you so much. My people that are still up with me on Instagram, thank you so much. I'll see you guys tomorrow. As I always say on this platform, it's for God and for country. Have a good night and stay blessed. All right, guys. Ciao, ciao.